Okay.
Accept.
Anybody here?
Yeah, it says
I gotta
show
turn all
now
these
no
speakers
longer
off. Give me
available.
one
So it says
second.
accept, but it doesn't
Just
let you
toning
actually
up.
accept it. That's what I thought.
Anybody here?
I just wanted to jump on the mic right here and kind of talk about SMT.
All right, that's better. Everything
It's
should be off
obviously
except Deck.
extremely
Okay, he's in one other place.
on
Let me get Deck off of
memorize
here.
it.
Deck, get
Like,
off
the
of
thing
here.
is, like, I don't really know what
Ready?
to say about
Okay.
this play.
That's Webanito. Gone. Thank you. I love it. How's everybody doing today? 1 o'clock. I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I've been getting all these phone calls. For those of you that are here right now, you know what happened with my house, my other house, and not the one I live in, but the one my son lives in. It's another home that I own, and fortunately we had a fire, and you know we've been. Let me make this a little lower here. People are still trying to get me. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay, can you all hear me loud and clear? I just want to make sure that you can hear me right for those that are here right now. And I'm going to announce in the other rooms that I am live. As soon as I can find the thing that I have this thing I caption, I have put together to let people know I am live. Okay. Is anybody here? I'm taking attendance. The heck was that? Good. I got a thing. I have it set in my other computer, so I heard the click, and I know. Good. Mainly trades. What are you mainly trading? Did you trade today? Did you have a good morning? Were you here for pre-market? I actually put out one of the best alerts today. Oh, sorry. Here's the camera. Forgot about that. I actually put out one of the best alerts this morning. The first alert that was the best alert, and that was USEA. And I never jumped in. And then by the time I did jump in, because I alert to you guys first, and then I jump in. And that's really unfortunate for me, because if I just traded and did my own thing, I would make a lot more money than the monies that I make for you guys. And really, I actually do more for you guys than I do for myself. But that's just the way it is. Okay, and let me just put something in Deck's room for a second. Going over options too. Mainly trade loud and clear. Do you trade options at all? Mostly stocks. I did not trade today. Personal responsibilities pull me away from the computer throughout the day. You're working a job. I think I have had side 6 trades the past 6 months. Oh, okay. So what are you doing? You work a full-time job? And you do this from your job? Is that what's happening? Okay. Well, we're going to be going over. I don't do mainly options. Actually, I didn't do any options today. I only traded. I did 2 trades with the same stock, and I made $315 quick money today. And the reason I didn't go in harder is because when I went into the stock itself, it was a new IPO, and it seemed to be, I think, a possible split recently. And when I bought the stock, I look at something like right now, if you look above on the chart, this thing here is called the active trader. So right now, I'll go back to the stock that I was in, and let's see. This is what opened up. You see there's money here? There's no chart. So when I went in, I heard it go in, but I couldn't find it because it didn't show on the original chart, which was this. Let me show you. USEA. Later on, they finally fixed it, and it all came over to here. So I went in, out, and it went down on me, and I bought another 500 or 600 or whatever. I don't even know what happened. I was trading blind. So I heard it. There was no chart. So the first time, I got in and out really quick, and I made $10. Then I said, okay, somebody told me they're working on it, there's a problem, and they asked, and I went looking, and if you have, I don't know if you have Thinkorswim, but on the top of Thinkorswim, there's a thing that says monitor, and if you open that up, it shows you all your trades for the day. And when I opened it up, it showed me a stock that said Y100, nothing, la 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 la, I didn't know what it was. So I went in there, and it showed my money that I made, okay? So I went in a second time and a third time, there's the 2 trades, 400, I made 188.60. So then I went back in later, and it showed up under the other name of USEA, and they put all the trades in here with this money. So I wish it says 315 and 188, but I didn't make that other 188. So together I made 315. But it was very scary because I kept going in, and all I could watch was actually the price of the stock, like right here on the bottom. I did see that, so I could see the price was going up and down, and that's all I could see. So I just went with that, and I would have traded it more, but like I said, it wasn't working. So I went blind, and I won. And it's funny because you got a lot of traders in here. They're so afraid to pull the trigger, and and I didn't even see what I was doing. It's like pulling the trigger to trade a stock and closing your eyes and saying, okay, I think let me see if I can find it and get out of here, you know. I didn't panic. Now, if I was a new trader, that would have freaked me out. And I had something like that happen to me when I was a new trader about, I don't know, 8 months, 9 months. I had never shorted a stock. Now, when you short a stock, all you're doing is you're borrowing those shares. So to do that, and not all stocks are shortable, but you have to sell the stock first. So when you sell it, you get the shares, if they're available. And then when you want to get out, you have to buy it back. So what happened was, I actually traded this particular stock, and then what happened is I went to get out, and I tapped my fingers. I used to tap a lot to the music, and I hit the button too many times, and when I got out, I bought back in. But this time, remember, sell, and then I sold it again, and what happened was it shorted the stock. It was a shortable stock, and I didn't know it. Now, the good thing is I took that stock as high as it go. When it hit the resistance, it started to pull back, so I got out. But then I started buying, and then I'm saying, what's going on? I still got shares, so I sold it again. And it's not working, and I sold it again. So the next thing I know, I've got like 2,000 shares of this stock, but it's negative. I didn't even know there was a negative sign in front of it. But the greatest thing that was happening is I'm going up. I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm winning 300, 600, 800, 900, 12. I'm up to 1,600. I'm up to $2,200, and I can't get out of this stock. I don't know how to get out. So I called up Ameritrade, and by the time they got me out of the thing and explained what happened to me after, I walked away with $1,400. Imagine I was up $2,200 on my first short. It was an accident, and I really freaked out. I mean, I just went boom, boom, boom. I went crazy because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing until I was at least about a year trading. And then I got really good at it. And then I learned how to use charts. And I did over 1,000 hours my first year of watching videos, not just DEX videos. I watched Timothy Sykes. I watched Warrior Trading. I watched these Chinese guys. I watched everything I could find on YouTube on just day trading. And I just went crazy. So I would finish my day. I never did after-hour trading. And I would leave at 4 o'clock. And then I would start watching 3-4 hours of videos every night. I'd eat dinner in bed. And I'd have my laptop in my lap. And I'd eat dinner and I'd be watching these videos. And I watched and I watched and I watched. And I got real good. And then I started alerting. I got real good at reading charts. And I started alerting the boards. And about a year and a half, I'm in. Year and a quarter, all of a sudden my name turned color, and somebody went, "Hey dude, congratulations." I go, "For what?" He goes, "You're a moderator." I go, no, I'm not a moderator. I'm just like you, buddy. He goes, "No, you're a moderator." So I wrote deck, and I used to I don't want to say spam, but I used to bother deck all day long with good questions, and he always answered me. And he knew. I became real active. It wasn't called the Active Trader back then. My name was actually ScooterPie. So I started out as ScooterPie, then I became ScooterPie 64, ScooterPie 65, ScooterPie on this stash, whatever it was. And I said, "I think you made a mistake." He goes, "No, I didn't make any mistake. You earned it." And he made me a moderator. And then he told me, "This is the way we do it, and you're free every month, and blah, 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 and we'll talk about paying you." So I've been a moderator ever since, and I've been helping more traders, and I love it. And one day I'm looking, and when you have Thinkorswim, there's a tool. This tool right here is a fantastic tool. All right, and it's called the Active Trader. All right, and you could see once you're in a trade right here, it'll show you how many shares you have. The average price. So if you buy one price, then you buy more. It'll show you the average price you're in and what you close at when you're closing. Okay, so your PL open for the day. And here's mine, which is positive. So It's a great tool. You can buy from here. You can go in here right now, and I'll make sure I'm not checked, and you can click this, and now I'm ready. I can just go hit send, and right now I would buy at whatever price. Let's see, $6.33. I just hit send. So you can buy from here, and then I can sell from here. This one says, I don't know how many shares it says, what it's set up for. That's so weird. I don't see it. Anybody see it? That's so strange. Order description. Oh, 200. Okay, so whatever this is at here, it says 200 right there. So if I got 500, you see if I put 500, and then I go in here and I hit buy at 633, you see, I'm set at 500. And it's so easy that you can just do that. And then when you want to sell, you just click on the other side and you can sell your stock. So the active trader is the way, and I have not used it to buy and sell yet, but I watched a video the other day and I'm going, I know you can do it. I just didn't know how. You can also buy, you can do it in here. You can go into the level 2. This is the level 2. And you can go in here, you can click in here, you see, and now I'm ready to buy. I can buy 100 shares, blah, 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 blah. I could sell 100. Actually, I must have hit sell. All right, that means I would be shorting, so I don't want to do that. I don't know why it was somebody here. I don't know why it said sell. It should have come up buy. That says sell. This says buy. Oh, that's right. You buy from the ask and you sell from here. Doesn't make sense. It's just the opposite. But you can buy from the level 2 the same way, and it's very quick. Some people have it set up where they have the amount of shares set up for whatever stock that they're in, and then what they can do is they can hit a button, Control X, Control Y. Control X buys, Control Y sells, and you can do things like that also. Okay, now what just happened here? I just turned something away. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I need to be able to watch my board on the other end. Make sure it's all set. Oh, wow, that's terrible. 720. Okay. If you can see my board clear, sometimes it goes off. I tap, and sometimes I hit things, and they go off. I don't know why. All right, does anybody have any questions about anything that's on their mind? Some insight on my personal situation. I care for my 86-year-old father. Good for you. Who has dementia, and I'm constantly being pulled away from the computer to assist or care. I was pulled away 3 times this morning, shortly after pulling up your stream. Therefore, my participation is intermittent at best. And for your information, I may not always respond. Okay, that's not a problem. I'm talking to a room full of people, not just yourself. There's other people in here right now, but that's fine. And if you ever need any personal help, mainly trains, because I really don't know you too well, but you can look to the right, and there's 3 dots to the right of anybody's name. You click on that, and you can send a private message in there, okay? Yeah, and I have a lot of good stories, and there's a lot of people here who know me really well, but I've been going through a really rough time right now because I have a house where my son lives, and unfortunately I had a fire in that house on Friday night with over $75,000 damage, and he never paid the homeowner, not the homeowners, he paid that. He never paid for the insurance on the house. So we're really screwed right now. But there was some work done in the house by somebody, and that's what caused the fire, and they were a licensed company, so we're probably going to have to go after them. So I'm talking to an adjuster in Florida who's going to help me and set me up with attorneys, and we'll see where it goes. But it could take months before we can get in there. So there's living conditions and things that we have to do, and that's why we're trying to raise money. But anyway, from people here who know me. Okay, I do mostly stock trades. I am getting into options. Where's that stock? I'm going to get back out of USA for a second, and I'm going to bring up on the other chart, and you'll see here, I already have everything set up today, and I wanted to go back and look. This is the highest. Let's see. Highest. Okay, let's open this up. I can see it. Bingo. And right now, I was looking at GROV before because it was the stock that was moving. All right, so right now I missed that one. I was going to go trade it, and I never got into it. You can see I have no trades in this particular stock. All right, I just want to make an announcement. Where am I? Okay, hold on. Whose room? This is deck. Okay, active trader is live now. Okay, and I just want to do it in. What's his name's room. See if I can steal some of his people. He's not in here anyway. Active Trader is live now. Let's see. Is he in here? I don't see him. Okay. That's, I think that's AK's room. All right, make sure the sound is off. See, nobody's in there. All right. Is there anybody in here right now that has any questions or looking at any stock or in any stock right now. If you see something, now what I also teach you is something that's really important is what we need to do a lot of times when it gets slow is to bring up your scanners. This is a daytime scanner. And I have it set on last hour and the last 5 minutes. Okay, so it's in the past hour and the past 5 minutes. In between there, what's been going on? And you want to set this up right here. You can see, and the highest percentage up, and you can see what's been going on. Now, what we do is there's a couple of things we want to look at, and I don't know why it hasn't saved it. I got to add one thing to here. It's important. So I'm going to customize this, and I'm going to add something called HTB. And I'll tell you what that is in a second. And I'm in the wrong computer. HTB. I have two computers here. So sometimes I put it up there and I hit the wrong keyboard. All right. And then I go down here and I'm going to bring this all the ways up to right after mark percentage. And that should put it right next to RSI. Excellent. Okay. So in here, I have to open it up. You'll see these buttons. And what this means is hard to borrow, none to borrow, easy to borrow. So if I was looking, and I've been building over the last year a whole portfolio of stocks that are easy to borrow. People say, oh, Ameritrade stinks. They never have any stocks to short. So I can go into this list right now and click this HTB button. Now watch this. It should work. There you go. So see, there's only 3 stocks right now, AVYA, KOD, and AVLR. Those are all easy to borrow. Out of those, I don't recognize. I know this one, AVYA. So right now, what I would do is I would go on the side, and on a piece of paper, I'll write down AVLR. I'll write down KOD and AVYA. So now I know these are all hard. Now I'll go back to the way I look for the stocks that are happening right now. I'll go to the highest percentage. Right now, SIMPQ. Now I know that's not in my list right now, but before I put it in my list, here's a stock that opened at 22 cents. Has a high. Wow, this thing went up 13,000% today. That's a stock worth watching. Okay, that's amazing. So SIM, what is it? PQ, and I'll put that in my watch list, all right? Which right now is below. You can't see it, but I'll bring it up and you'll see it after. And then the next one is AREB. It opened at 135. It's all about there right now. When as high as 154, there's not really much happening. This one here opened 829, KOD. That's a good one. That's one of those that's easy to borrow. Right. So I'm going to put that in my watch list, and we're going to go look at it in a second. And the other one is CINT. Opened at 970. It's up in the 11, and that's another one. And CINT is not in my list. I'm going to add that to my list too. So these are a couple stocks we're going to go take a look at. And there's the AYVA, another one that we said is shortable. It opened at 216. It's up to 250. It could come back down later. I could short it for 30 cents, something around there. So I'll put that one in too. It looks like AVYA. And let's see, the next one is AGRX. I think that's a pod stock, the German Agile Therapeutics. Nope, that's a pharmaceutical. AG, yeah, I think they make what do you call that? Like THC gummies and I don't know, pharmaceuticals with CBD. Let's see, open 157. It's only up 20 cents. Not really much of a difference. This one here opened at 310. It's up around 350. VIGL. I think I got enough for right now. It's up about 12%. Anything else that really went today? This one here opened at 73. Unfortunately, easy to borrow too. So that one we definitely want to put in. That will come down at the end of the day, and you can what was that? AVLR. Let me see if I got that in right. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, you with me guys? I know I'm going a little fast. I'm going to close this up. I'll scan one more time real quick. Okay, and then I can also change this. This is called tweaking. All right, if I want to make my list a little smaller, what I can do is bring this up to about 5%. So I'm looking for stocks that had at least a 5% return, and I'm now going to go in the last 3 minutes and scan. And you see the list got smaller, and then there will be some other stocks in here that have been running. We got CINT, KBNT. It's a penny stock. Went up about 30 cents. Let's see, this one here we said we were going to play with before. And a couple of the others are still in here. KAL. That's fine. I'm going to drop this. And for some of you, let's say that you only have a small account and that you only want to work with stocks less than $20, $30. You can go up here, change this to, let's say, $20. And let's say you do penny stocks, you can go down to 50 cents, let's say. You can do anything you want, all right? Let's go down a little bit lower to back to 4.5%. This is tweaking out your list while you have it in front of you. Go to 5 minutes and scan. So right now we're looking for stocks with over 50,000 volume with under $20, and you'll see now all the stocks we're looking at are in a different bracket of prices. So you can tweak this out and change it to whatever works for you, okay? I look for a lot of higher and lower because I'm alerting. As part of my job as a moderator, my job is to alert stocks to you during the day that you can make money on. And if anybody here who knows me, my alerting is between 90 and 95% credible that if I put it out there, there's a good chance you're going to make money on it. And just because I put it out there doesn't mean I'm in it, okay? So and if I do a trade, I am not telling you ever to do what I do. You can watch if you think I'm doing the right thing and it's something you want to do. That's fine. But I am not a stock broker. I'm not a commission broker. I can't tell you what to trade. I can only suggest what's going to happen, and usually because of the length of time, I'm doing this over 4 years, I'm probably right. And I'm a little older, so I'm a little wiser, and I'm a little more conservative than a lot of the younger guys that you watch out here that are making millions of dollars. Okay? But that's not what I'm looking for. My life is different, and I'm looking to help. Now, let's go back to what we were talking about. There were a few stocks, I said, all right? And I'm going to bring up the list here. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Now, we put in a few more of those symbols. So I'm going to go in alphabetical order, and I put in before AVLR. Let's find it. AVLR. Let's open it. So you can see, it's unfortunate if we didn't find the stock at $12.50 less than an hour ago. Look at the stock. Went up. 85.97, it's a high, and it came down. So this stock was easy to borrow. So when this stock hit that high of the day, you could have shorted this stock, and truthfully, even if you don't have a big account, let's say 85, even if you did 100 shares, that's 8,500. That stock went down from 80, let's say 85.97. Let's just round it off and say 86, and it came down to here at about 82. So let's round it up. All right, so I just went up a little on one. I'm going to go up a little. Say you didn't get the whole thing. So from 83 to 86, 83 is $3. At $3 on 100 shares would have been $300. But if you have a larger account, now here's another thing. What if you do options? Okay, so let's take this stock AVLR, and here's an options list right here. Let's put the AVLR in there. Let's see, I just had recent. I don't know if it's going to be in here. So I'm going to type it in, AVLR. There might be no options for it, and there is. All right, so here's AVLR, and here's, let's put it over here, AVLR. The reason so I can see what's being bought and what's being sold. Right here, if I looked in the options before, and I was going to short this stock, this is a put. A put is the same as a short. So if I want to do it, it's $4.40 a share, not a 80-something dollars. So $440. So now if I take one contract, that's $4.40, and there's 100 shares in a contract. That means one contract would cost me $440. How many people here have $440? And would love to take a stock like that and have 100 shares now for $400. And that stock dropped $3 before. You were shorting it. $3, okay? So times $440 times 300, what do we say? I'm sorry. $440. That's not what we're looking at. Start all over. It's $3 times, what do we say? 100 shares. You could have made $300, okay? But you wouldn't have to lay out that much more money. So for some of you who have larger accounts, you can actually buy them that many more contracts. So remember, it was $4.40. Now it went up. Look at this. It went up $1 since we're talking about it. And you're looking at, this is the strike price. So before, if it was $85, we would have hit a strike price of about $80 or $85, okay? So before it was $4.40. $4.40 times $4.40 times 100 shares for the contract equals 440. Now, times 10 contracts is $4,400. All right, now that would be now, okay, there is 100 shares. Remember, 100 shares times 10 now is 1,000. You have 1,000 shares, and that stock went $3 down. You would have made $3,000 on a $4,400 investment. Now you see how much more lucrative and how much faster you can make your account go up. And all I did was go through my scanner a little late because I was busy before, but that's what I do during my day. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a second. All right, and go back to the scanner for a second. 5-10 times a day, I am pulling up my free scanner that's given to me through Ameritrade, and I am scanning stocks all day. And I picked 5 stocks and wrote down 3 of them, but put 5 on my watch list. And you can see my watch list here is filled with stocks today, all right? And they're in order, they should be, in order of highest percentage, and that's how I did it. And I just found this one, but imagine if earlier I was going through my scanner every 15-20 minutes, I would have found this thing, even if I found it here at 78.97. Going up, I could have bought a long contract and jumped in and made how much? Even if I got in late at the second green, let's say at $80, I could have made $5 going up. The same 10 contracts, $4,400, I would have made 5 times 1,000 is $5,000. Anybody got any problem with that? And see how easy it is to do it? Am I right? That would have been $5 times 10,000. That's right. So it's $5 times 10,000 shares is that right? Sometimes I get lost in my own self. So what did I say? 1,000. That was 1,000 times $5. Yeah, $5,000. Holy cow! You would have made $5,000 on a $4,400 investment. I see Tommy over there. Tommy, wave, Tommy. Just raise your hand. We know you're here. I know Tommy's going, that's what I want to hear. This is freaking awesome. Right? I love this one. And Tommy, thank you for the help, man. I don't ever forget. I really appreciate it. But you understand, folks, this is the way we make money. This is the way this works. And nobody else is really talking about options. The only thing that you're hearing out there is, oh, I just did this option. I did that option. Now, here's the greatest thing, okay? I don't know anything about options. It's very, very confusing. I hear this. I hear that. They talk about the gamma. They talk about the delta, the theta, the vega, all this Greek. It's all Greek to me, right? It's all Greek to you. Anything we're going to do is going to be kept simple. Look, right now, all right, let's bring this back up over here. I got July 15th. Actually, that's next week's. Where's this week's? Today is the 7th. There should be an 8th options. That's weird. There's no options for 15th, 19th, 18th, 20th. That's really strange. Most options, just to give you an idea, I'm going to go look at Ford, because Ford is an option that I've been playing with. And Ford, like you'll see here, watch. Let's see. What? Oh, I know why. Let me get rid of this for a second, and let's get rid of that and open up the option chain. Okay. You see, when it comes to this, here we go. This is July 8th, July 15th. So July 8th. All right. If you wanted to take right now, Ford is a stock that runs 30 to 40 cents in a day. All right. So right now, if you look at Ford, let's see, I closed this, so we have to look at underline, is $11.95, $11.59, $11.60. Okay. So right now, if I looked at the SPY and it said the SPY looks like it's coming down, I would know that Ford goes with the SPY. There's a lot of stocks that travel with the SPY, and you'll get to know that. Don't just jump into this stuff. Do it as if you were going to do it on paper for a week or two, all right? And learn to understand how the markets move. Don't have FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out, okay? Anybody know that term? FOMO? F-O-M-O. The fear of missing out. let me tell you something, folks, okay? I've missed out on millions of great opportunities, but every time I missed out on one opportunity, there was always another. The one thing about stock trading, there's always going to be another opportunity. What you need is patience, okay? This is not something that you want to chase. If you chase, you're going to lose. If you get revenge trading because you lost, you're going to lose, okay? If you overtrade, you're probably going to lose. Once you become a seasoned trader and you know what you're doing, you can overtrade. And what I mean by overtrading is you can go in and out, in and out, in and out. All you're doing is scalping, okay? Learning how to become an eagle scalper. When you learn how to become an eagle scalper, you won't make as much as if you waited for it to maybe hit resistance and then turn, because too many times it hits the resistance and it drops like a bomb. I mean, a good example today was that stock. I'm going to go back for a second, and I'll come back to the options, but I'm going to come back and show you something. If we look at today, if you look at USEA or even Grove, GROV, all right, this stock went up to a certain point right there. And it hit it, and look how quick. From 767, it dropped 20, 30 cents, and you don't even know what part of the minute that was that it dropped, and dropped again. So it dropped 30, almost 40 cents very quickly. Okay, here went from 730 down to 705. That's 30, 40 cents. Stocks can hit a point, all right, and what we're trying to do is find resistance and support, okay? And sometimes resistance becomes a new support. And sometimes a support becomes the new resistance when it goes back down and we get lower lows. What we're looking for when we're going long on a stock is higher lows. We're always looking for higher lows. If a stock starts, and look here, all right, let's go back a little in time. When a stock starts to climb, it started here. It built a higher low. It went a little higher, built a higher low. It got a little higher. So it's getting higher highs, and it's getting higher lows. These are terms that you need to understand, okay? Higher highs and higher lows. So when somebody says this stock is now getting higher, it's getting lower lows, okay? We know that this stock is in a downtrend and it's coming back down. When we get higher lows, we know that the stock is going up, and that's what we're looking for, unless we're looking to short the stock. Now, you hear all this time, oh wow, Trade Zero, it's only cost $30 for 1,000 shorts, okay? And, Ameritrade doesn't have any shorts for that particular stock, and let's see, Lightspeed costs this amount, and this broker costs this amount, and then I say, you know what? I don't want to pay for the shorts. I can just as easily, here's GROV. Now, I don't know if GROV is a stock that you can buy. Let me put that back. I don't know if it's a stock that you can actually buy options. So I go in and I type GROV, and let's see what happens. And it just happens to be, it has no options for this stock. Okay? That's the way it is. Some stocks have options and some stocks do not. This stock has no options, so there's nothing I can do. And then I look over and I go into this here and I look at Grove and it says NTB, none to buy. So I move on because this is a stock that I just can't short. This is my watch list, okay, that I make every day. And what I do, I can't believe everything's green today. That's amazing. Just about everything is green. There's only a few reds in here. I don't even see them on this chart, but there are. I'm looking at my other chart. Let me just see something real quick. It should change. Let me see. Yeah, there's only about 4 or 5 on the bottom. I don't know why I can't get to the bottom of this. I can't get to the bottom. There's a few reds on the bottom. Most of it today, here. You see the reds in between? Go the opposite way. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 reds. So we know by looking at this, if I go in right now, and I didn't open this up, let me do this real quick. I want to show you something. FINV, and you should have these saved, okay, somewhere in an internet page, always open on top, so you can go to it immediately. I spelled it wrong. Hold on. That doesn't work. Oh, shooty. Come on. Oh, that'll work. Come on. Give it to me. Come on. Before you go, come on. Continue. What the heck's going on? I don't want an extension. Why is it doing this to me? Give me a second. It's not doing what I want. I hate when that happens. FinViz. Here we go. All right, take that, copy, open up another one. I added something, some update in Google, and it's killing me. Okay, let's take this page. Where did it go? There we go. Let's take this page right here. All right. When I want to know what the markets are doing, I go to finviz.com. Okay, you with me? And I can see now, and I told you there was so much green. I knew the Dow is up $244. Okay, and if you get rid of some of this garbage, you can see, you can look at the overall markets today, sector by sector, and this is your S&P. These are your top 500. There's only 500 stocks in the S&P 500. These are them. Okay, I think Tesla used to be in here, but they've actually left this. I don't think they're in there anymore. And then you can go over here and you see this. These are your top stocks, your top gainers for the day, right there. Grove, BBBY, and it changes as the day goes. And there's some some shows you what stocks are overbought, and there's a lot of things you can change in here too. You can go into the profile of any stock, and let's say I want to look, and here, this will open up here, and I can find out there's information in here. There's the charts, the overview, so I can go in here now and I can look and see. Well, that's other stocks. I don't want that. I want it on a particular stock. That's a great tool also. But I can find out what the actual PE is of the stock, whether or not how big the float is, how many shorts are in the stock. So this is a great tool that you should always have available and always have open so you can use it. Okay? Does this make sense? Where am I? I lost me for a second. I lost me. Come on. I lost me. Okay, there we are. Now I can see all. All right, so this is a thing, finviz.com. All right, this is a tool that you guys should all have. www.finviz.com, and you should have it. I have it open, but I had to open a second page so I could move it. Otherwise, I'll lose mine, and it's in a certain position, so I don't want to lose it. And I can just minimize it for right now. All right, so we said on this particular there was none. And I'm going to go back right now and put the F back because I've been watching Ford. And right now, Ford is up. It's really high for the day. And if I felt right now, this morning, if you look at Ford for the day, so if I opened up right now, and let's see, anybody put a stock in here? Make it easy for me. Anybody post any stock? No. Okay. So I got to do everything myself. Let's see. Ford. There's Ford. So now, if I put in Ford correctly, I can click on Ford, and what it does is it opens it up for me, and I can see Ford this morning was at a low of $11.35, and it had a high of $11.61. So if you got in the low, you would have made 25 cents, 26 cents on Ford this morning. All right, and the greatest thing about Ford, all right, is the fact that you can actually buy options on Ford like 20-something cents. Let's see. So it was going long this morning. Here we go. So it was 11:30 this morning, and I would have bought it back. I would have bought it out of the money, all right, and I would have gone long. And these are calls, means I was going long on the stock. That is all she wrote on the back to 50. It will go. Okay, great. All right. So right here you can see 3 cents a share. In the money, 20 cents. So that's so cheap, and it's only a point away. And I only have to go 1 cent, so for 20 cents at $11.50, I would have bought it at let's say 11, which is 62 cents to go up to $11.50 in that area. So even at 60 cents, okay, is $66.20 for $62 for 100 shares. $62 for 100 shares. So 1,000 shares is how much? Is $620 for 1,000 shares. So if I bought 5 contracts, all right, that would cost me $3,000. I would have 10,000 shares. If I bought 10,000 shares for $3,000 this morning, and the stock went 25 cents, I would have made $2,500. Do you understand how lucrative and how easy you can make more money on options than you can count on stocks? Why? Because most of you don't have large accounts. Now, I have a large account. But why would I want to spend, if I was to buy at Ford today, okay, Ford being 25, right now, $11.60, all right, if I was to buy 10,000 shares, that's over $100,000. Why would I want to spend $100,000, put it out, okay? It's not that I'm going to lose more or less. I'm going to lose the same. But why would I want to put out $100,000, okay, on 10,000 shares when I can now put out, what did we say? 10,000 times 60 cents. Is that what it was? So 0.6 times 10,000. I think it was. It's $6,000. That's correct. $6,000 instead of $100,000. Because if you were to put out right now, it's $11 and let's say 60 cents to round it off, times 10,000 shares. That same 10,000 shares is going to cost you $116,000. Are you all with me? Do you understand how lucrative it is to do options opposed to doing stocks? And you will buy them the same way. You will buy them the same way you buy stocks. You will scalp them the same way. You may be in a trade for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 50 seconds. If a stock jumps, like it jumps, when we come out of a halt or something, you make the same money. You're good. Okay, you don't have to stay in it. You never want to stay in an option more than the day that you're in it. Okay, so that's why you're buying options in the same week, because it's going to cost you a lot. It's different monies than going out into the thing. But one contract, to give us an example, I don't want to buy contracts right now. Okay, I was trading this morning. I just want to, it's easy enough to buy a contract. Okay, it's not a big deal. I mean, if right now I decided I don't know which way the market's going, I'm not watching the SPY. So I'd have to open up multiple windows, which I have on a different, where's my mouse? Okay, I'm down here. I'd have to open up here. Right now, the SPY is still going up, and Ford's right next to it at 1160. It's really very dormant where it's at. I'm hoping right now that the market's going to pull back a little. So I'm not sure right now if I'd want to go long or go short at this point, because we've hit a high of the day. A real good high of the day. And the SPY, let's see where the SPY was. SPY hit a high at 388.40, so we're just below. Okay? So when the SPY hit the high at 388.40, there was a real good time to short the market. Now, so if the SPY hit a high, what would be a good stock to short the market with? Does anybody know? If the SPY is going to hit the high, and the SPY is very expensive, what would be a cheaper way to go? Does anybody know in here? Come on, 15 of you. Somebody's got to know. I know. Do I have to tell you everything? Okay. Maybe not. No, Tesla, that's not the kind of thing. We're talking about stocks that go just the opposite of the SPY, first of all. So if the SPY is going up, SPXU, okay, and let's say SQQQ, okay, stocks like that. So if the SPY is going up, going to SQQQ, going down, down. So to give you an example, if we look, okay, you mentioned, okay, SPXU, and try to do it, Tommy, like I told you before. Do it this way. Always do it this way, so somebody can just click on it, all right, and not have to type it out. All right, so let's go up there again, and let's put in what you put up there. All right. SPXU. All right. Here's an example. I hit the wrong. Sorry. Hold on a second. I typed that into the wrong keyboard. No, it's not a problem. You don't have to say sorry. Let's not do it again. Okay. What was I doing? Okay. Here, this mouse. Okay. Let's put in What was it? SPXU. So, an example of what he just put up there. We're going to go on a July 8th contract. Now, we were going to bet that XPU does the opposite. Is that correct? It does the opposite of the SPY. If it goes the opposite and the SPY is going up, then we want to do a put. A put would have cost 32 cents. All right? And right now, this XPXU is at 1856. Okay, I would have gone for an $18, so I would have paid 13 cents. You will have to go at least 4 cents to break even, all right, on the stock. Composed to this one, it's also 4 cents. So either way, there's a spread of about 4 cents. So 13 cents, okay, 100 shares is $13. 100 shares is $13. One contract, $13. $130 will give you 10 contracts of 1,000 shares. So for, what did I say? $130, you can control 1,000 shares of SPXU. So while the SPY's going up, you want to short SX, whatever it is, SPXU. You all with me? Does this make sense? And you're putting out so little money that if you want to do another one at the same time, or what did I say? It's $130. If for one contract is $13, right? One contract's 13. 10 contracts, 1,000 is 130. Then how about 10,000 shares for $1,300? I'm doing this in my head really quick. So for 10,000 shares for $1,300. So if you have an account that has, $5,000, you can do 13, 13, 13, 13 4 times. You got 4 trades that day with 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares, if that stock goes 5 cents, all right, how much money on 10,000 shares do you make on just 5 cents? Somebody here tell me? I'm waiting for the answer. 10,000 shares times 5 cents. How much do you make if it only goes 5 cents? How about $500, since nobody here wants to talk up? So, for just 5 cents. Now, let's take a look. Let's go back now, and let's take a look. So I just showed you could buy 10,000 shares for $1,300. And if it only goes 5 cents, okay, so let's take a look now at the actual stock itself. What is it? SPXU. I'm not familiar with it. Okay, this stock ran, all right. Actually, it was going up today, so you would have done the other way. But here it is. Even if you bought it here at 1986, okay, and you took it down to here, that just went how much? 68, 78, 8, almost 20 cents. And you got to move here that this thing went from 60 to 88. So over 20 cents. So 20 cents move on 10,000 shares, my friends, is $2,000. That's a good one. I got to keep that one in mind. It's cheap too. SPXU. That is a stock that I will definitely consider using options. So for a very, very small amount of money, I can make a great deal of money and call it a day. One trade, 20 cents. Look how many times. Let's open this thing up. How many times today did this stock go from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here? Look at this. This stock went from 1960 to 1985, 25 cents. So there was a minimum of 20 cents almost 3-4 times. So if you did one, got out, waited, came down, did another one. You could have gone both ways. You could have done a put, you could have done a call. You could have done a put, you could have done a call. As much money as you had to go. All right, so just to show you, here's a stock that went at least 4 times today, and it hasn't stopped because if you, that was I'm sorry, it must have been yesterday. But you can see even on any given day. So here, if you did a put on this stock right here, from here, 1967 down to, wow, look at this, from 1865. Is that right? It looks like so much more. 1867, 15 cents. So there's many times you could even make 10 cents. 10,000 shares on 10-cent run, you could have done that a couple of times today and made $1,000. How many people in this room made $1,000 today? Raise your hand. Put it on the board. How many people here made $1,000? How many people here want to make $1,000 today? I'm only here to teach you how to do it. How many people here are listening? How many people turn the sound off on me? Here comes Mainly Trades, and he's working. Oh, good. Okay, and I'm here. I don't know where Adrian is. But you see how easy and how convenient to do options. You can take a small account very quickly and build it up. I'm going to tell you a true story. This is no lie, because I don't lie. All right, I deal with a higher power named God. Anyway, I have a friend who is in this room who I helped in the very beginning. And I can help you and show you what you need to do and how to set up, but everything is in timing. Your timing I can't teach you. that comes with experience. Learning the resistance, learning the support, and knowing when to hit the button at the right times. This guy lost $130,000 with Deck in 6 months. All right, not Deck's fault. Deck taught him. I taught him. Just couldn't get it. All right. So he went to Warrior Trading, where he bought a $4,000 course and then proceeded to lose another $30,000. So down $160,000. He went to another room in Discord. I'm not mentioning any names, but it was all about, what's this? Hold on. Unexpected error. Continue. What's going on here? Hold on. Why do I have an unexpected error? Hold on. Continue. Okay. He went to another room and he learned. Is this still there? Continued error. Send report. Continue. That's twice. What's going on here? I'm having error problems here. Bear with me a second. I may have too many things open. There it is again. Continue. Guys, can you see that? Yeah, you do see that. Okay. I need to close a couple things real quick. I don't know what's doing it. I may be using up too much resource. It's doing it here now. Great. Let me just close a couple things. Unbelievable. I'm having a problem. In the wrong computer too. Because this is where everything is for you guys. Let me close this. Let me close this. Let me close. I'll leave the scanner. And all right. Let's see. I might be good. I closed a bunch of things. We'll see if it'll be all right. All right. So what he did is he went and come on. I got it again. I don't see it. It's in my other computer too. Hold on. Why is this? I don't see it. All right. It's got to be right. Give me 1 second. It's got to disappear. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I don't see it. No. Oh, I know what's going on. There, that's back. Let's see what's happening. This stream's no good. Just give me a second. I gotta open and close this page. Let's see what's happening. Okay. I think we're back. Can you all see the screen now? Somebody give me a thumbs up. Screen's okay? Okay. So what this guy did is he went to a room like what I'm teaching you now. Simple method for doing thank you. A simple method for doing options. He put $9,500 into an account. He took the simple method like I'm showing you. Only trade options that are within that week, unless it's not possible, and you got to take next week's. Like we found one stock. They didn't have this week's options, but always trade the options. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday, options that'll be up tomorrow. Starting Monday, all right, you'll only do options that come due on that Friday, which will be 8 and 7, 8 and 7, 15. That'll be due on the 15th. So he took $9,500, and it took him a bunch of weeks. He started building up slowly, using the method, and in his 6th or 7th week, I called him up, and I said, hey, how's it going with the options? And he says to me, I got to show you this. And he sent me 3 days that week, 3 days of his trading. I have it all. I can show it to you guys. All right, I can bring it. I have his work orders and I have his P&Ls. And he made. I go, where are you? He goes, I'm at the BMW dealership buying a brand new. What was it? A 560. It's like an SUV or something. I don't know. 760, and it had some letters. And $130 something thousand cash. He made $400,000 in 3 days just doing Tesla. Okay? And just to give you an idea, let's see if I can just find one of them real quick. Just to show you. Let's see, TOS, Thinkorswim videos, online stocks. I know I've got it here. Option trading. Let's see if it's in here. Paddle straddles, beginners. That's not it. That's some other stuff you will want to see. Thinkorswim videos. Let's see if it's in here. Trades, Tampa, Florida. Here we go. Here's one of them. I got 2 of them here. All right, let's take the first one. I think this is number. All right, where is it in? It's in. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I can utilize that. Okay, here we go. This here Beautiful. And I didn't lose it. I'll make sure I didn't lose it. Okay, good. This here is, let's open this up. This is, he started off that morning. Can you guys see this? I lost my, what do you call it? Let's see. I lost you guys. Okay, great. This is what he did. He started off in the morning. A little hard for me to see too. I can't see. Let me just make sure this is on the highest definition. Quality 720 is the best I can do. Can you guys see this? Let me go see if I can go a little up. 720, highest I can go. You can see he bought, he sold. He bought, he sold. Then he shorted, and then he bought back, and he sold, and he bought. And you can see all day long. Oh, I can make it a little bigger. Great. Oh, that's even better. Does that make it bigger for you? No, makes it bigger for me. So oh yeah, it does. Oh wow, it does work. Fantastic. Yes, this is being recorded. Okay, so you can see he bought at, that's 11. So this is actually the second one. I had this as number 1. This is number 2. So he started at 9:30 in the morning, and you can see he bought one, he sold one. He bought one, he sold one. You can see here, put, call, and he just went in and out. Look at the time, 33. He was in this one almost 3 minutes. Next one, he's in it. Let's see, about 3 minutes. Next one, and he only sold half. Looks like he sold half. So it says there, that's 1,000. That's probably, let's see, the put. That's the strike price, and this is how it works. So he bought at 209. So he made 9 and 8. He made 17 cents on this one. Next one, he made real money. He made about $2 and change on the next one. But you can see, and this is where the money is. You have to see what he sold or paid for something, and you have to realize whether it's a short or sell, whether he bought something, and he doesn't always sell it all at one time. So he may have bought 225, he sold 225. Next one, he buys 75, 125, 175, 85, 225. So he bought another one. So here's one, he buys 225, he let go 75, 50. I don't know if he did a limit order out, it just went, or he just sold it in pieces. Sometimes I saw he bought it in pieces, like here. He bought 225, but he sold 125. That leaves him 100. Then he bought 50. That gives him 150. And there he goes. Sold 150 and he sold them all. So you can see in, out, in, out. He's only in these stocks sometimes a minute, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, whatever it is. All right? So you can see how easy you can take stocks. And Tesla at the time, I wish it showed the price that he paid in here. Oh yeah, here's the net price per order. So he paid, this is what he paid per share, I think, $5.60. That was the price. That, I don't know if it tells me what he paid for the stocks. We don't see that on the chart. Sorry, that we don't see. But you can see down here, his P&L for the day. Look on the bottom. You see down here? Let me open this up a little more. Okay. This is a guy made P&L for the day. $121,000 he made for that day using just those and from the morning. $121,000. I have another one from the next day that he made like $220,000. And I'm telling you, in 3 days I added them up. He made $400,000. He not only paid off the debt that he lost in his first 8 months trading, and then the next one when he went to Warrior Trading. Okay, he went and he made himself $400,000, and that was 7 weeks after he opened up an option account. So I don't know how he did the first couple of weeks. It doesn't really matter. He may have won, he may have lost some, but he got good at it, and now he's got it down pat. Okay, and I kept asking him a lot of questions, and he got angry with me. And I helped this guy so much, and he goes, "This is why I'm telling you, because you did so much for me." But he wouldn't give me little secrets that he said, "If you want it, you got to come pay for it." And I said, "No, I'm not doing it. I'll figure it out." And I did. I took it and I dissected everything he gave me and figured out exactly what he's doing, because I am the active trader. This is my world, and I think out of the damn box. And you need to think out of the damn box too. Okay, so I'm here doing something, trying to help you all, and here's the proof of the matter that it can be done. And the rest is up to you guys. It's really up to you. I can just show you what needs to be done and how you need to do it, okay? Boy, I can't believe I had so many things open before and it did what it did. Okay, so right now I got my chart. I got my that, and I've got the scanner. I closed them. I can reopen the other thing. Anybody have any questions for me? Deck, is he still here? I've never seen Deck stay in my room for more than 10 seconds. Not here. Darth Trader's here. Darth, how are you today? Are you learning anything? Hi, Debbie Q. See, I can go in here, put an @ sign, and I can see who's here, which is great, except for the one on the top. I see Darth and Golf and Trades, mainly OFP, Paratrade. Are you guys getting anything out of this? Am I talking too crazy for you? I mean, I want to see you people become more successful than I am. I have made more traders into really good traders, better than me, just by what I've taught them. The rest is up to you. But I just want you to understand, this can be done. And for people who have, Debbie, are you looking at me? Stop that. For you people here, you traders that have small accounts, don't feel that it's going to take you forever. It doesn't have to. There's a guy, and I don't even know what he's up to now. He could be up to $1 million. That was back in, let's see, that chart that I just showed you a second ago, I'll pull it back up for 1 second. That was back in April 21st, 2022. So we're talking a little over 2 months ago this guy did this. So where do you think he's at today? He could be up over $1 million right now, okay? Very easily. And you could do this so much faster and build up a smaller account so much faster with options than you can with stocks. And options aren't complicated, okay? So, for tonight's homework, no, I'm just kidding. You should always have tonight's homework. I really shouldn't be kidding, okay? Let's talk about what we're talking about, all right? We're talking about two things. Keeping it simple is number one. But we're talking about long calls and long puts. Does not mean, okay, that it's going to be for a long time, okay? Let me explain what this means. What is a long call? Purchasing a call, all right? What you're saying is, I'm going to go long on this stock using an option, okay, is the most basic option trading strategy and is suitable when sentiment is strongly bullish. Okay, so what did I tell you before? There are a lot of stocks that travel along the same path as the SPY. And then there's a lot of stocks that do just the opposite of the SPY. So depending on which way you feel better, going long or going short, is whether or not you're going to do a long call or a long put. So, let me just explain it again. A long call is purchasing a call, all right, is one of the most basic option trading strategies and is suitable for sentiment in strongly bullish. It can be used as a leveraging tool as an alternative to margin trading, okay? So, when you have a margin account, you have your broker who says, if you put down X amount of dollars, I'm going to give you and match you X amount of dollars. Now, if you have $25,000 or more with Ameritrade, they're going to give you 4 times that margin. So, if I put up $25,000, they're going to give me $100,000 times about 87% that I can use. Okay? So, with I put up $25,000, I can actually trade with $87,000. Now I'm trading with their money. Okay? When you do options, you're not getting margin, you're getting leverage, and the difference is, all right, you're getting 10 to 1. Why? Because every option, every option contract is 100 shares. You understand that? Every option contract is 100 shares. So when I go back in here, and I got to open this up again because it closed on me, so give me 1 second. Go here. And let me go here, and let me just detach this. I don't know why my computer went crazy. I did some changes in my memory settings for, I'm going to put them back in Thinkorswim. Okay, so if you look up here, let me go back here for 1 second. Where am I? I'm here. Wait a second. Okay, here we go. If you look in here, all right, this is an options contract, and if right now I said, let's see if I can't even see it. Hold on. Okay, it's 1169. I can see it. Wow, it's going up. So right now, if I said I want to take a contract on Ford, I want to take one contract for 100 shares, and I want to go. I think it's going to go to, let's say, 1175. So I go over here and I say, here we go. Look at this, 1150. So I'd have to go to $12 out of the money. Anytime it's in black, out of the money. Anytime it's in color, it's in the money. So we always want to stay just out of the money, if possible. So for 4 cents, I can buy 100 shares of Ford right now for $4. Did you hear that? I can buy one contract, 100 shares of Ford for $4. Is that correct? So that means 100 shares, 100 times 0.04 is $4. That means if I want to buy 10 contracts, 1,000 shares, 10 times 100, that will only cost me, good morning, James. If I want to buy 10 contracts, all right, 1,000 shares will cost me $40. You all can afford $40, right? For 1,000 shares. If I want to buy 10,000 shares of Ford going forward, it'll cost me $400. That's right. Controlling 100 shares for $4. But how about controlling 10,000 shares, okay, for $400? 10,000 shares for $400. Let's see. Right now, Ford costs $11.67. That means 100,000 shares is $116,700. 100. Let's write that down. $116,700 for 10,000 shares of Ford, right? In stock, or with an option. What do we say? $4,000. Is it 4,000? Wait. 10,000 times 4 cents. Yeah, is only $400. $400. That's 100 contracts of 100 shares is 10,000 shares. $400. Okay. Where could you get that kind of leverage? So, but you got to be careful because you got to remember. Remember now. Okay. This is the important part. With 10,000 shares, all right. That means 10,000 shares times 0.01. Every time that stock moves 1 penny, you've made $100. Every time that stock goes the other way, you've lost $100. Now, look back up here again, and if you see up here, it says to go forward is 4 cents and the bid is 3. That means that's what you sell it for. So you're losing a penny. So the minute you get in, right, you're down $100. You got to live with that. But you know it's going to go up. So the first penny it goes up, you break even. After that, you make money. So you have to say to yourself, if it goes the other way, I'm going to get out at no more than $200. I got to get out. But if a stock is moving, and right now this stock has pretty much stayed the same, but I wouldn't have bought it here anyway, okay? And again, I have to go before I make a decision to do something like this, and I have to watch. Where's those stocks before I had them open? I can't see it. Option chain. Let's see. It's not there. I can't. I got things that aren't working for me. No. Before I was able to put 3 stocks in here. I don't know what's going on with this page. I was able to put in 3 pages before. Trade grid. There you go. Okay. So I need to be able. I usually connect the first one, red, and I connect this one to red, so they're the same. So I don't want the SPXU. I really want the Ford, and these two will connect. The next one I leave unlinked, but I want to be able to watch the SPY. Okay. Oh, it's not the charts. I wish I could set the charts up in here instead of the level 2. But if I have to have it on another chart, and I'm watching it now. But if I go over and I change it, wow, Ford's up to $11.70. It went up to $11.70. So if we had bought this earlier at $11.58, okay. So I'm going to just show you. If we go a little earlier when Ford, look at this, 1170. If we decided back here when this thing went to the bottom and went from red to green, and we got in right about here, 1160. If we took it 1160, we would have made 5 cents. We would have made 4 cents times 10,000 is what? $400. Quick money. Correct? We would have made $400 on 4 cents. And that's all you need. Quick money in, get out. All right? And then going the other way, we would have been watching the SPY. So if I had a multiple window set up and the SPY was broken up, and I can put 2 in there. I don't want to change this, but I can go to the top of my page. I don't know if you can see this. And I can click that, and I can put in a second one, and that'll give me another one if I want to do it. And I can put in the SPY for a second chart. You see what I'm saying? And I can watch the SPY at the same time, and I can make it a little bigger and be a little bit more up to date. I can fill them in, I can change it around, I can change my charts, but I really don't want that at this point. Okay, how do I do this? There we go. Okay, so I'd like to put a second chart here and do it this way, but I have to figure it out. But what I'm trying to say is you want to watch the SPY. So if the SPY is going up, then Ford's going up. If the SPY is coming down, then Ford's coming down. So you want to watch the stock. You can feel the momentum. You're not going to jump into a call even over here. All right, you're betting too high, and this stock has moved a lot. Because if you look at the stock this morning, I'm going to give you, for instance, this stock started this morning right here at $11.30. Can you imagine? And I was going to do it this morning, and I didn't because I got so wrapped up in USEA to make $300. But can you imagine? Right here, you bought that call at $11.30, and you took it right here to $11.56. So let's say you made 30. What did I say here? It was what? 30. 40, 55, even 25 cents, 10,000 shares would have been $2,500 today. So you would have made that money in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. In and out, your day's over. I just made $2,500. Thank you, folks. Have a nice day. That's how quick you could have made $2,500 this morning. Okay? Okay, just got thrown off base there. And that's how quick it is to make that kind of money. And maybe you would have got scared and you would have got out a little early. So instead of $2,500, you would have made $1,000 or $1,500 or $500, whatever. But that's how easy. And if it goes the other way, you figure how much you're willing to lose, okay? But you got to remember, if there's a point difference, let's go back. Let's go back to remember. Now, just because, I thought it's in here. Here it is. Just because it says 3 or 4, you could go in at the bid price. If you could get it filled at the bid price, you're already in the money. You're already at the money, okay? You're not up, you're not down. And I'm going to tell you, there's a chart, and I can't find it. I'm very pissed, to be honest. It was on the bottom. Things are missing. It used to be here. Let me just see something that's here real quick. I can't find it. Here, it's single orders that was filled. Order entries. It's not here. I'm very upset. There was a thing that was in here last week and it's not here now. I don't know if I hit a button and made it disappear, but it showed how many options were bought in that day. Let's see. That's the grid. Option chain. That's not it. It showed exactly how many options. Maybe it was on the last one. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's not here. It showed exactly how many options were bought, how many people bought long, how many people bought puts, how many people bought calls, how many people bought in the money, how many people bought out of the money. And if I can find that chart again, I'm going to hold on to it like gold. But the point is that you can make your decisions based on that, which way to go. Because usually, like when we have the room and the room says, we're going to take a vote on a stock, which way it's going to go, and like 80% of the time they're right. Well, some of these option people, they're the same thing. I don't know where the window went. I don't know where it went. I'm very upset. You know what? There's a chart somewhere, and I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's gone. Let's see here. It says July weeklies. That's not it. That's for color. I don't know where it went. It was here, and now it's gone. It may be this computer because it's not a high definition. I don't know. But you can see how inexpensive it will cost you to buy options. And you can put the buy-in at the bid. A lot of people put it in at the bid price and they wait till they get paid. Because sometimes it'll go there for a split second and you're in. Okay? And that's Any questions? And the other thing was the puts. We're only doing puts and doing calls, okay? And a long put means bearish. We're purchasing a put option, the same as a short in a stock, in a strongly bearish strategy, and it is an excellent way to profit in a downward market. It can be used as a leveraging tool, as an alternative to margin trading, okay? So, folks, you don't need a margin account, all right? Okay, I'm just talking to AK-47. AK-47 says he wants to help me with what I'm doing with my house, you know. A lot of people have said they would help. Some people have. I need all the help that I can get. And I hate to ask the room for money because I give a lot of my time where I could be making a lot more money, and I'm going to have to start doing that maybe next week because I got to come up with $75,000, and I've only raised a little over $1,000. So it's really tough. I've already put $15,000 out for a company that just does cleanup. And I'm not even there. I got to be there when they're there. It's just really tough. So I'm really going out of my head right now. This is a catastrophe for me. But I feel obligated to help you folks to become better traders, to make more money. And, you know, if anybody is in here who can help, you know, what I'll do is I will, I'll list the page. And if you can help, that's great. If you can't, listen, you do whatever you can. I've had people give me $10. I've had people I didn't even know give me $100. You know what? But it all adds up, and a lot of people have helped, okay? So I'm just going to list that here, all right? There's the page. You do what you feel you can do or can't do. God loves a cheerful giver, you know what? And you give according to your heart. Thank you. Anyway, does anybody have any questions on what I've been talking about, and does this make sense? Thank you, Adrian. Adrian already donated, but thank you. He knows my situation very well, because Adrian's like one of the first phone calls I ever made, like over 3 years ago, and we've become everyday best friend brothers, really. And never met him in person. We like know everything about each other. So, anyway. Anybody, they got it? I think that anybody who's got a small account should get out of the margin account, okay? Because most people I know don't even use the margin money. They got these margin accounts. I'm one of them. I've used my margin money maybe 3-4 times in 3 years. I don't like to do anybody else's money. But with this leverage deal, it's just totally different. I don't feel like I'm getting their money. I'm using my money, but really I'm not. I'm really using their money 100 times. But you know what? You don't have to lose a lot quick. And you're using stocks that are more blue chip type stocks. And they don't always move like these volatile stocks that we trade in the morning that can go from $3.50 up to $5 in a second and then come down like they never were there. So these are stocks that don't move that way. They move, and you can kind of almost get, when you get to know them, you can kind of get to predict them. And when you can predict a stock and you can feel a part of that algorithm of how a stock moves, and when you learn that feeling, you can actually make a lot of money. Ask people like Sonny and Tim Z and World Seeker, Tim Z333. I don't think he does options yet. He wants me to teach him. But you know what? I mean, there's a lot you can do with options, but you don't have to get crazy with options, okay? One of the greatest things is, okay, like here, what is the most successful option strategy? The most successful option strategy is to sell out of the money, put and call options. The options strategy has a high probability of profit. You can also use credit spreads to reduce risk. If done correctly, the strategy can yield 40% annual returns. Now, I don't know anything about that. I don't know what credit spreads are. I don't care. I don't want to know right now. Right now, I want to keep it simple. I want to keep my life simple, and I just want to scalp like I scalp stocks, but I have 100 times the leverage to do it. Okay? So the difference is, before, when you're playing with pennies, now you're playing with points. Okay? And there was a guy, very successful, who used to be a moderator in here a couple of years back, and he always used to say to me, that's right, don't get greedy, get in and get out. And that's what I told you before. He used to say, Mike, stop looking to make pennies and start looking to make points. He made $8 million that year. He was just a trader who used to be in here all the time. Okay? A lot of people know him. So I'm just telling you, you don't have to go for the whole load. Like I said, you could have made $2,500, but so what? What if you only made $1,000? What if you made $1,500? How many people have made $1,000 today? And I'm like ready. I've been paper trading options, and everything I've been learning, I've been passing on. Everybody who's been really successful, I have been picking their brains. And he didn't go missing in action. We threw him the hell out of here. But that's regardless, and we don't want to talk about him. He knows who I'm talking about. And it's a real deal. This guy's a great trader. He really is. He's fantastic. Just got a big head, that's all. Couldn't get through the door after a while. Don't get greedy, just get out. Get in, get out, make your money, do it again, do it again. Now, here's another thing. For you folks that have small accounts, okay, when you're a PDD trader, you got a margin account, you got $5,000, $3,000, you got a margin account, you can only trade 3 times in a 5-day period, okay? With options, you can trade every single day. And the good thing is, options don't start till, you can get up a little later, and you don't have to stay late either, because options only sell from 9:30 to 4 o'clock during the regular trading hours. That's it. So you want to be up at 9 o'clock, you want to start doing your homework, see what's moving, see which direction you want to go, and then you want to pick the stocks that you want to go into, and that's it. You watch the SPY, and you watch the stocks that you know that go with the SPY, and you can either bet against the SPY or bet with the SPY. But you don't have to gamble the SPY itself. You can use stocks like Ford, Amazon, Tesla, stocks. Listen, most of you can't afford Tesla. Tesla's what, $600, $700? I don't even know. Let's see. Tesla is $725. Should have bought it last week when it was $625, okay? So Tesla is now $725. If I go in right now and I say that I think tonight Tesla is going to fall, okay? I think Tesla is going to go back from when the SPY falls, because it's up right now, Tesla's up $40. I think Tesla's going to fall tomorrow back to $700, okay? So I go into Tesla and I say, okay, let's put in Tesla, right? I don't know if it's in here. Let's go to all. Nope, not in here. How about personal? There it is. Boom. I have different accounts for different things. Okay, now I only want to go 14 strikes. That's the most. You can even go 12. You don't even have to go 14. You can go 12. Because we're always going to be right out of the money anyway. So, right now, I just told you, I think I'm going to do a put. Because I'm not doing it. But I'm surmising. I'd have to really watch it until the time I'm ready to do it. I think that there's going to be a pullback in the market. And I believe in my heart of hearts that this is going back to 700. Very easily could. So, I look here and you see where it says 735. Right now, we're at 735. Now, I can't go back to 7. Alright? So I can go down here and say, okay, let's see, 730, 727, 715. But here's the problem. It's got to go 10 cents once it gets there. All right, there's about 10 cents. This one here is about 20 cents. 15. There's a leeway here. I have a put with Tesla at 730 strike price. Got in at the high of the day. Exactly what I'm talking about. See that? And I didn't even know. We didn't even talk about this. So right now, he's at a 730 at $8.25 a share. So what does that mean to you? Okay, so let's go down and let's say at $8.25, okay, times 100 shares, one contract's going to cost you $825. Am I close, James? How much did you pay? He might have paid less because he got it earlier, okay? So if I say, okay, I have enough to do 5 contracts. That gives me $4,000. I have a $5,000 account. I don't. I have a much bigger account. But the thing is, okay, I'm going to do 5 contracts. It's 500 shares. So 500 shares, because that's 5 times 100. If this thing goes down, it's at 735 now. If it goes down to let's say 725, I'm buying a 730 contract. If it goes down to 725 from right now, that's $10. Okay? If I have 500 times $10, that's about 5,000. But there is a little bit I'm going to lose between, let's say, there could be 10 cents. I don't know. It depends what the spread is, too. 10 contracts at 15.20. Why did 10 contracts at 15.20? Why? You were in the money. You didn't buy out of the money then. You bought in the money. Correct? You bought in the money, because it shows me here, if he did a put at 15.20, he was somewhere in the money. Back then, this was probably up here somewhere. But he was in the money. You weren't out of the money, were you? In the money or out of the money? Let me check. I'll bet you he was in the money. And I'm telling you, I've been told, you always buy slightly out of the money. It's more of an advantage for you. Okay? And sometimes you got to watch the contracts to see how far the spread is. And another thing is, I told you, you don't necessarily have to buy at the ask. You can try to get filled at the bid, and a lot of times you will. So if you go a little further down, like here, out of the money, let's see, 732, 730, we're at 735. So even here, 895. Thank you. That's what I thought. Okay? Because I just said, here it is, 875. It's changing. It's exactly what I said. The exact contract that I picked, he picked out of the money. All right? And that's the way you do it. James has got it. And I spoke to James for the first time. I helped him out. What was it, James? 4 months ago? 3 months ago? He was driving around the country. Gas went crazy. He had his own business trucking, and he said, I can't take it anymore. I just want to day trade. And we talked about options at the time, and I wasn't really ready. And I guess he went at it a little faster than I did, which is great. And he's doing well. Okay? Folks, there's a lot of money to be made here. So stop leaving your money on the table. Start collecting your money. Yeah, I remember. We talked. I remember one night. It was about 4:30, 5 o'clock after the markets closed. You and I spoke a couple times. You know what? And thank you. He's one of the people who's actually helping me out and made a donation. So people, you know what? If you can help out, please do. I'm helping you. I get nothing for doing this. I do not get paid to live stream. Not a dime. I give my time for free. I have from the very beginning. I have looked. I thought I was getting paid for this, but I never made a dime, and I keep doing it. And as far as the live streamers go, I'm in second place. And listen, anybody here who is not subscribed, please do me a favor. When you get a chance, go to the lobby or open up another Internet Explorer for a second. Hit Tradecaster. All right, and then when it opens up on the top, it says the lobbies, you'll see, oh, somebody did join, thank you. I couldn't take that 330 thing. It says subscribe or subscribed. Make sure you subscribe, all right? If it says subscribed with a D at the end, you're fine. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Because what's going to happen eventually, Adrian and I are going to put a book together. It's an ebook of tips and things that I've been putting together for over 3 years, and I'm going to be giving out for free to those members of my live stream. Okay? That's simple. Does anybody have any questions? Are you enjoying this? Do you want more? You want less? You want more of something else? Look at that. Tesla. If you bought it right here, 7:01 that was this morning. But look at that early this morning. If you took a call this morning at 6.98, so figure, even if you got in, you saw it was going up, you jumped in at $7, and you took it right there to 7.20. Okay, with 500 shares at 7.20, you just would have made yourself a quick $1,000 in the first 15 minutes of the day. So that's from where 9:33 up to right there, I think. To 9:33, 20 minutes. You would have made. Will GROV squeeze up or down? Okay, that's a good question. I did not. Let's see, where the heck is it? It's probably in my recent. Okay, there we go. And What time is it? 2:38. I don't know. It's going up and down. You know what? It's still in the ballpark. GROV at this moment is still a bullish stock. As you can see, it's above the VWAP, which is down here at 673. It's above the $13 EMA, the exponential moving average at 704. So the stock is still good. You know what? There you go. James made 230 so far. Good man. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know why I don't get more people in here. I know so many people want to learn options. You know, doing my budget on Friday. I love it. I love it. I just love it. Kills me. It just kills me. And I can't tell you what kills me. Okay, let's take this and put that. Mainly trades. This was great insight into options. I'm impressed with the TOS. Let me tell you something, mainly, whatever your first name is. Let me tell you something. TOS, by far, has the best charting out of anything. And when it comes to buying options, it is the easiest. And by the way, for some of you here that just do stocks and you're just getting a little education on the side, then that's great. I don't just do options. I just want to let you know, if you want to buy a stock, let's say you're looking at Grove right now, and you wanted to buy 500 shares, boom, okay, and you're waiting for that price, you're waiting for another dip, and you want to put in a stop loss. Do you know how to do it? Of course you do. You go into the chart, anywhere in the chart, hit your right mouse button, go down to Buy Custom, and I already have them set up, but you go here to Stop. It opens up, you unlock it and lock it, and then you make this right here 25 cents less, okay? So what would that be? 708 would be $6.80, what is it, 83 cents? 83 cents. I think that's 25 cents stop loss. And then you unlock it. And now this will be 25 cents less at all times, correct? 81, 91, 201, 206. Yeah, 25 cents. Then, if you want to save it like I have, you go here, right next to delete, but don't delete it. Go like this, and pull this out, and you hit the save button. You see it? And then, what it does is it saves it with a 25-cent stop. If you want less, you want to make it a 20-cent stop, then put this at 687 and then save it. And then, later on, I'm going to delete this. You go back in here real quick. You say, I want to buy 500 shares of Grove. As long as you have the 500 set already, okay, you go to Buy Custom, and then you go right here, and it's already ready. All you gotta do is confirm and send. You unlock it first. Just unlock it, and now the price is correct. Just confirm and send, and you be in at 706. And the same thing if you want to do a short, okay? You do the same thing. You go in, you go down, it says Sell Custom. You say Sell Custom, sell it. Now I'm shorting the stock. It's just the opposite. So if I think that Grove's going to go down and there's shorts available, and you see I got a 25 cent the other way. So that means if it goes wrong and it doesn't drop and it goes, I can lose 25 cents times 500 shares. I'm willing to lose a maximum of $125 on this trade. It is that simple that you folks can do a short or go long on a stock and already have a stop loss. Does that help? I opened up a trade station. That's so funny you didn't like it. And it's supposed to be good for shorting. So trade station may be good for shorts. But other than just going regularly long, I would use TradeCap. I would use Ameritrade TOS. It's the best. I'll tell you what's wrong with all of them is they sometimes have problems. They're a little slow, and the transactions can take millimeter. I mean, not we can think that way, but those millimeter seconds can mean a lot of money in the long run. So over a year's time, we're losing money with Ameritrade, with E-Trade, with Trade Zero. They're very slow. So if you were a good trader and you're willing to pay commissions, Speed, Lightspeed is a premium broker. It is much better. It's got a much better level 2 than we've got. That's the only thing that I wish we had better is level 2. And this is your level 2, folks. So I look at this side here, and I look at this side here, and I say, are more people selling or are more people buying? Right now, more people are buying. If more people are buying, that means this price is going to go up a little. If more people are selling than here, then it means this price is going to go down. But the reason there's more people buying and selling right now and it's not going anywhere is because the let me just see. If I look at Grove, let's see if I can find it real quick. I'm willing to bet you that here it is, Grove. If I look at statistics, then I can look and I can see the float. Wow, this has got a very small float. I love it. 850,000. This thing should be moving like the Ricketts, like boom. And there it goes. It started to move up. But this stock here, if you bought right now, if you probably bought 10,000 shares, and 5 of us bought 10,000 shares, this stock would fly. It's got less than 1 million shares. That's volatile. And somebody just listened to me and did it. Guys, hold on. I'm going to get more water. Okay, I'm back. I just had to get some water. It's a long walk to the kitchen. We got 1,200 square foot. Okay, Tesla's dropping and James is making money because he made a right decision. Very nice. Okay, anybody have any questions here? Look at this stock, GROV. It's starting to move. Nice. Let me just see something. If I look at this stock on a 5-minute, I'm on another computer. I just want to see what it looks like on a 3-minute. It looks good. And 5-minute, I think it looks better on a 3-minute. It's even a 2-minute. Yeah, 2-minute looks really good. Let's go to a 2-minute on the. I like the 2-minute sometimes. You know, if you look at the 2-minute, you see it's a little bit different. And you look on a 5-minute. Let's see, go to 5-minute. I don't think it looks as good on the 5-minute, to be honest. But it looks good. It's still fine. It looks fine, but I'm going to stay on the 2-minute. It looks like it's going up. It's trying to go up. It's curling up. And if you bought it here where it said it was 686, where you see the TTM squeeze with the arrow going up, you would have been making money. Even if you were two away, you might have got scared here. But if you were on a 5-minute, okay, let's see what the TTM squeeze looks like. So you wouldn't have got into about here, and you would have been fine. 684 or 85, and you'd be up right now. So you'd be up 25, 35, 40 cents. See, these things work. That's why I love this tool, this TTM squeeze. This all looks better on the 1-minute, to be honest. Okay. Any questions? Any concerns? Anybody make any money today? Let's see. What was I just about to put in here? Oh, yeah. I remember now. Okay. Like I do in Dex Room, right? Any questions? Any concerns, any comments? This is now the time. Falcon made some money today. I made some money today. I only did one stock trade today, which I traded a few times in and out, in and out, in and out, and I managed to make $315 today. I actually made yesterday too, and Tuesday. So I'm 3 for 3 this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm 3 days for 3 days. I actually, the last 3 weeks, I only lost one day. I lost a few trades, but I lost the last 2 weeks that I know of. I lost Friday. I did really well, and then I lost on Friday. And it was my own fault because I was up like $170, and I was bored, and I went chasing it, and I did exactly what I tell you folks not to do, and I blew not only the 170 I was up, I blew $534 on top of it. That was stupidity at its best. And you know what? And that night, the house went on fire. That night, I had the fire. Not me, my son's house. But I own the house. I own half the house. And there we go. There's the pullback. So if you're looking right now on the 1 minute, you can see there's a slight pullback on GROV. I'm not going to, I don't know. It's trading at this time of the day, unless it's an extreme pullback. You could have made some money in Grove. You really could. I mean, this stock is a good stock. I don't remember what the heading was this morning. We talked about, there was news on the stock. 8-1, let's see, 7-1. Grove expands the retail, that's right, footprint with entry into Kohl's, Meyer, and Giant Eagle. So, and then it says the EV stock market jumps more than 9%. 46 stocks that are doing well in midday. Update, Grove, Collaborative. It had news all day long, so it is a good stock. And if you look where it started off this morning, you can see that this stock here, well, there's your high at 769. That's not a real high of the day. It's an odd number. I'd be apt to say that this stock could run after hours. But remember, this stock started off this morning at $4.38. So you either trading Grove or you were trading UKEA, which is what the one I went with. They were both good. I've only traded 2 stocks at one time. I know people that trade 8 stocks at one time. Can you imagine? I just don't have that yet. I'm not that good. I'm good, but not that good. How about you? Look at this stock. It's going. Look at this right now. Look at that. So we just had Justin two. There it goes. There it goes. 877.75. Headed our way. It's got to go. Come on, folks. Who's gonna make some money? Wow. Could have got in the stock. I can't believe it. I don't want to chase this thing. Yeah. Did you get in, Adrian? Did you get in? I hope you're making money. I hope you're making money. Come on, folks. Good. Good. Make the money, Adrian. Good man. Good man. He is a good man. GRLD. I wish I could see this thing better. It's terrible. Terrible. Let's say open it up. Let me see. Yeah, that's beautiful. Wow, that's real nice. Let's see. You know, on the bottom of the charts, like somewhere on the bottom here, when you look at the charts in TradeCaster, if you open up that square and it opens up the whole chart, you can't see the chat room then. But if you open up that whole page, it's like wow, you can really see the charts really good, unbelievable. For some of you that maybe have laptops and you're watching this in TradeCaster, you can open that up in that little box to the right of YouTube, and it really expands it to a point where you can really get into what's going on. I think you can even almost read my, I don't think you can see that part. I think it blocks it out with my, let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it blocks out my account number. It's not in there. But wow, you can really see a lot. Holy cow. I can't believe that on that computer. Let's see, on this computer it's already expanded. I want to jump in so bad, but it's like there's a pullback right there. How many of you think that this is going to go for $7.75? If it gets over $7.75, it will go for $8. We thought all day that this stock would go for $8.75, and it hasn't yet. $7.69 is the high of the day, right? As it didn't just go higher just now. I don't know if it touched it. Let's see. Grove. Your high of the day, $7.69, just like I said. $7.69. So the next time this thing runs, it's going to go for a new high day. How many people think this stock's going? I have Fidelity, Webull, and Trade Zero. I just signed up for TOS. Good. Took 15 minutes to open, fund an account, and download and install the platform. Okay, Trader Dave, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you something to give you the charts already made out for you if you want them. That's your choice. If you want, I'm going to give you something as a present. It'll save you a lot of time, or you can set them up any way you want to. That's your choice. And you can set up the way you want and still have what I have. Let's see if I can find them. Here we go. TOS scanners. TOS mail out for scanners. Here we go. These are... Some of these might have to be tweaked out, but they're close. Okay, let me put this down. Put this away. Open this up. Okay, Trader Dave. This is for you. Okay? Or anybody else who wants them. Those are... Okay, the first one... TOS, that's the big chart. The next one is the after hours scanner. Next one is a daytime scanner, morning scour, and then a 6-in-1 chart, which I'm not showing you, but I use. That's what I use all day long. And to give you an idea what that 6-in-1 looks like, I will show you. I just did this earlier. Let's see what computer I put it in. Let's see. Let's get at it. Oh, I should have had that open. Let's see. I'll show you all. I think I may have posted it before. I'm not sure. Let's see. Desktop, and it's my. I think it's in something. That's my setup. I just had a new one I put in there. Where did I stick my setup? This PC. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, and the new one. Bingo. This one has a TV on at the same time, I think. There you go. Nope, there you go. If you open that up, you'll see... Oh, I don't have the 6-in-1 in that one. I don't have the 6-in-1. Let me show you the 6-in-1. Okay, hold on. That's my setup. My setup. Let's see, my 4 setup. There's your 6-in-1. So if you open up that second one, you'll see in the middle, there's 6 charts I'm looking at. And then on the left is my big chart. All right? And then there's deck on the right. The one on top is when I'm doing the live streaming, I have to have one more monitor. So the one that you see on top is usually for the live stream. So this was probably on a Tuesday or a Thursday. I took a picture. It could have been yesterday. I don't know. But you see the 6-in-1 in the middle? I buy from the bottom 3, usually. The top one on the left is usually the SPY. And then the other 2, the middle is Ford. And then it could be whatever other stocks. The other 4 are the stocks that I'm watching. Okay? And then the big chart to the left. And I can, if my one computer freezes in the middle, my desktop, my laptop, then I can go to my desktop and continue the buy or the sale. And I had so many problems, that's why I originally. And there's the new, look at this, I'm not looking, and there it is, there's the new high of the day, just as I said. And again, 789 is not a good high of the day, it's going to go again. Who thinks it's going to go? Come on. Come on. Pull back. How many shares? Is that a lot of shares? Let's see. Oh man, I was going to buy into. Every time I do that, 400,000, 100,000, where's your pullback? 150, want more? 756. Come on, what time is it? 2:54. 4:54, where are you? Come on, who's gonna go for it? Damn, here it goes. It wants to go. I want a little more pullback is what I wanted. 25,000. I'm watching the volume, 37,000. A little bit more pullback. That's what I want. That's what I want. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? 1. That was it. That was it. About 758 was your buy right there. I don't know if we'll see that again. Let's see. Wow. Come on. One more pullback. Here we go. I'd love to see it go like 748 and then pull back and spring forward. I'd like to make an extra few $100. Thank you, boss. I was calling this out while others were talking about it. Oh, Deck's here? Hi, Deck. He's gone. He doesn't stay long enough. He doesn't listen to me anymore. He don't love me. See, he's gone already. He comes, he goes. That's it. But Darth is here. That's all that really matters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna hold on to the money I made today. Even though this is a real good one, there's money to be made here. I just said that before Deck put that in there. I just told you all it's got a target of $8.75, but it's got to get past the $7.75. Traders are very nervous, so every time it goes up, they pull back instead of pushing forward. And there's not that many shares. This is a very, very low float. This stock could very, very easily move forward. How come I can't hear me? Float. This stock could very, very easily. I was just listening to myself. Sometimes I just want to hear my own voice. I got to turn everything off in order for you guys to hear. You know, I got to turn off all the speakers and turn them down. That's the way it is, folks. Anybody here who really wants to learn how to live stream, if you have an interest in being a live streamer, whether it's an hour or two a day or just an hour in the mornings and you want to put a little group together, it's free. If you get big enough at it or good enough and you get enough of a crowd, Deck will pay you. I get paid in different ways, so it doesn't matter. So anybody who might be interested in doing this, I'd be more than happy to help and show you how to set this up. So that is one of the things that I do offer, like everything else I do, trying to help people. You know, I'm looking at a bunch of stocks, and like F has a new high of 1170. The SPY had a high there of 388.97. Grove's got a new high of 789. EVFM, I've got like 4 stocks out of 6 that all had new high of day. It's amazing. This was a pretty good day if you think about it. You know, ALMA is trying right now. ALNA. And let's see. And your market right now is 294. It's over 318. Grove, GROV, number 1 stock. Number 1 today. Number 1 top gainer at this moment with a 78.5%. And second being ISPC. I didn't even watch it. BOLT. I never even heard of it. In fact, let's see. And everything on my watch list is pretty green. BOLT. I missed one. BOLT. Put that in there. ISPC. I don't think I had it in there. Oh, that's not. That should be in alphabetical order. Okay. ISPC. Don't have it. Let me put that in. That's a stock that did well too. Okay. And on the top, I've got SIMQPQ, USEA still up there, and I've got GROV and Bolt. Anybody do anything with BOLT today? I didn't know that one was even going. Okay. Come on. Okay, got that. All right, let me get back out of there. Tradecaster. Who else is in here? Nobody else is on today. I don't get it. What happens to all these guys? They come in for an hour, they're gone. I was here yesterday. It wasn't even the day I usually I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays. I came in yesterday at 7 something in the morning, 7:56. I just happened to open up my room, and I left it open. I got out of here at 4 o'clock yesterday, and I didn't take any breaks. I just ran to the refrigerator, got a piece of something to eat, ran to get my drink. I didn't even go to the bathroom. I didn't go to the bathroom today. I just been going and going and going. And according to this, I started late today. I opened it up at 12:53, even though I had it on since about 10 o'clock this morning. I just didn't open it. There's a lot of preparation and things that you have to do. So, but once you get used to it, you get it done. It becomes really easy. It's like simple procedures. Well, this is still the number 1 stock. Anybody else want to look at anything else, or is anybody else? Or are you always on that early? I'm usually on earlier. Yesterday, like I told you, I was on all day. I actually, what I did is I waited till deck was about a half hour to deck, and I pulled back a little when deck was doing his boot camp, because I don't want to interfere with the boot camp. And today I just really wasn't in the mood. There's a lot going on in my life right now. There goes GROV right now. Trying again, folks. Let's see. We're going to go for a new high a day. It's coming really soon and very fast. About 97,000 right now there it goes. Ready? Here we go. Pull back, a little forward. It's going to go. All of a sudden, it's going to go hard and fast with a quick pullback. So I expect it to hit something like 795 this time. How you doing, Falcon? Did you trade today? Did you go in like an eagle? Falcon is an eagle, isn't it? You can hold a falcon with a glove, and isn't that right? I have a friend who owns birds like that. I think he owns a falcon. There it goes. It's trying. It wants to do it. This thing wants to go. That's what she said. She wants to hold the falcon. Okay. I got it. There we go. 771. We're moving. Come on. Who's got the kahootas to get in there real quick? Because you're about to make some money. It's up to you. Ready? Here's the pullback. It's trying. You know what? We're almost there. Here we go. You know what? Does everybody know what time it is? It's power hour. Let's get some power. What a pullback. Whoa, that was the fake out breakout. I can't believe it. But don't worry about it. This stock is not done. This is the number 1 stock. This is the pullbacks that you should be thinking about. It's got a lower shadow. If you take a look at this thing real quick, you see the lowest shadow right there? Okay? That lower shadow tells you it's going to reverse and go back up. If the shadow is... See, I don't like the other shadows. There's been a lot of tails here. A lot of tail. Okay? but a lot of them have been down, which is good. And if you look before, lower tail went up, upper tail came down, no tail, upper tail, down tail, all around. It went up. And this stock, wow, there's your pullback. I said before, if you were listening, I said I'd like to see this stock go down to about $7.45. Now we can take this right here to $7.89. Come on, there we go, bingo. Take this down to right there. Okay, and then we want to go from low bottom here. There's your low, and take this to, that's one angle. And what does this show me? It shows me that we're about to come into a squeeze. There's one other angle I can take it from, is here. I think it's going to be very similar. It is. See, it's not even necessary. You got to figure out which is, one of them will work out better than the other. But you see, right now we are getting into the area of the squeeze. It's getting tighter and tighter. And what's going to happen? It's going to, one of two things. Okay, either the stock's going to get so tight and so close together. Right now you got 4-cent spread. It'll get a little closer together, and then what's going to happen? It's either going to drop all the way, and you got a long way to go back to here. All right, and I don't think that's going to happen, or it's going to take off and it's going to squeeze. I don't know what the shorting situation is with this stock. GROV. There's none to borrow on Thinkorswim, so there's none with that company. And there it is, the pull down. Wow. I really didn't expect that. I really thought it would get a little tighter and pull back. But there's the 745 I was looking for before. I thought 745 would have been a great pullback for it to go. And I don't think we're done, folks. I don't. I think there are just some people taking some profit. I don't think you really have much to worry about. Again, this is the number one stock. Does anybody agree? You want to do a vote? Let's do a class vote. Let's see. I can't do it in this one. I have to do it in here. Okay. I think I can do a lot. I can create a poll. All right. The question is, how many traders think GROV will go up in after hours, or now in the next hour, or go down? Okay, so here we go. Right here we have the first one will be go up, and the other one will be, let's see, go down. So let's see, let's say spike. I hate the word go. Spike up or crack down. Between now and let's say 4 o'clock. Okay, I'm not giving possible answers. There you go. Let's go vote. Wow. 2 people. Let's see. That's so funny. And I agree. I think it's going to go. So we're unanimous. All 3 of us? Yeah, Cyberbull, active trader, and mainly trades. We got 3 people. Come on, folks. 20 people in here. Go vote. Don't be like that, huh? Go vote. That's not in there. Oh, shoot. I don't want that. Go power hour. Oh, I didn't see that. Where did that come from? Get that. Hold on. I saw that star. I never saw that before. That was pretty cool. Disappeared. Alright. Stocks, power. Let's see. What the heck's going on? That. There it is. It disappeared again. Alright, doesn't come out. I don't know what that thing is. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Let's go into odds and ends. And let's see. Come on. Let's put here. See. Votes. Open. Okay. What does it say? Everybody go vote. Not one person thinks this is going down. DCA on the way down. You doing it again? What's DCA? Do you mean, is this DCA? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that what you're talking about? You gotta put a $sign in front of it. There it goes, folks. It's going up. And again, I taught you yesterday. You see these triangles? anything here and here is no good. We want here and up here in this triangle. I wish I could. I can't get it. Let's see. I can't get it different. I see it different on a different computer. Oh, come on. It won't stretch me. Come on. We want it. We want it to stay in here or here. But we don't want it here and here. So we only had it here and here for a split. There was your pullback, which was a great buy. This is where your buy should have been, right there. That was your the retracement. That was your retraction right there. And then now it's going in and it's going up. So there you go. So the room is correct. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 of us. All right. I'm going to stop the poll. We've got 5 seconds. Anybody else? 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the poll. That's it. 23 people, only 4 people. And whoever just wrote that to me, you are so welcome. Okay. Anybody here, if you need any private help, personal help, you can send me your phone number. Just send it in a private message. Do not put it on the board, okay? Do not put it on the board. Trader Jay. Good man. Anybody needs anything, just let me know. I'm here to help. Okay. I save things like that. They'll go in my book. For real. Okay. How are we doing here? Where is it going? It's going up. I'm telling you, new high day on the way. New high day on the way. I should have jumped in. I was going to, too. You know what? I should play my own alerts because usually I'm right. There it goes. I never saw there spelt that way. Is that the Latin way? Theater. There we go. Wow. 92. New high day. There we go. You see how quick it pulled back? 92. New high day. Just as we called it. See, the room was right. We're not done. We're still not done. I expect a little bit of pig. I don't think it'll pull back as far as it did before. I think that we're looking. I expect to pull back. I'm hoping around 78, 76, 75, and then boom. As long as it stays over 775, this stock's good to go. Listen, this stock has a very, very low float, under 1 million, and it also has great news. So it's got a winning combination. The only thing this stock is missing is more volume. And I don't understand that. I don't understand it. What are they looking at in the other room? They're looking at AREB. Why? It's a down stock. I don't understand. Okay, wow. I wonder how we're doing on my, wow, okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well appreciated. Some real people in here. You have no idea what this means to me. I don't know who you are. I want to know who you are. Trader J. That must be you. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you. Anybody else need any help? Any questions? I'm here. Wow, but I was right. You see that? I love that. If you draw your lines correctly, okay, you see? And we saw the retraction here. And we know this is the number one stock. So it's very unlikely it was going to drop. It was a great place. If you had bought in here around even here at 740, okay? Right now, you could have made 40 and 50. You would have made about 50 cents if you had a stop limit at that price. You know what I mean? If you had a stop loss at a certain price to get out, you would have hit your stop limit. You would have gotten out. You would have made 50 cents. If you had 1,000 shares, you would have made $500. Very easily. It is easy to make money doing this. And you see the lines here. And right now, we're still good. We want to stay on this side and this side. This side and this side is danger area. This is more danger, but this is a danger area. So when we're in here, we're still good. But once we go below this line here, we're not good, okay? Especially once we've crossed over, all right? And there's not a lot of movement in here, because usually what I would do is, if it moved over a little quicker, it seems like the day is moving so slow today. It's only 3:14 right now. But there's a pullback again. You see the setup? You see how it pulled down and it's got the lower shadow. That's a doji. If the higher shadow means that the stock's going to drop. A lower shadow means the stock's going to go. Okay? So you can see what's happening here. You're getting that lower doji and then it's pushing back up again. So I always think of it as pull back, spring forward. You understand? And I think that seems to work. So you got pull back, sometimes put in as PB. A lot of people say, what does PB mean? Or you pull back and then you spring forward. You know what it reminds me of? And we're going to just say SF. I'm going to start a new thing because nobody uses that. Pull back or spring forward, okay? And it's like a bow and arrow. You have your bow, you pull it back. You pull back and let go. And what happens? It springs forward. And that's what people do when they trade sometimes. They pull back to get more momentum up. So you pull back a little, people see more volume being played, and they go. And they keep watching it building. What are we looking for, folks? Watch. Go to the stock. From here to here, higher low. From here to here, higher low. From here to here, higher low. Okay? So it comes back down again because nothing goes straight up. We get the pullback. Looks like the mid-candle breakout, doesn't it? It's almost like a mid-candle breakout. And then we go back up. And what we're doing is now creating, look above here, we're creating higher lows. And now we have a new high of day. So not only do we have higher lows, we have a higher of day. Okay? And you're going to get a spring back again. But you see where we're here? Look at the line across. So if I went from here at that high point really there, and I brought it across to here, just straight across, there's my line. Okay? So if I put that line, right now we're right there. We're right there. Now our resistance point is right there at 780 is a resistance point. Okay? We hit 792, but we really never stuck there on any one of them. So 780 is resistance, and right now I would say where your pullbacks were about here, I would say around 750 is support. So you got support around 750, and you got resistance at around 780. And once we get over that point, each time we're climbing higher and higher, the stock's going to go. And after hours, this stock could go $8.75. Thought it might happen during regular hours, but still, it's only 317. I've seen so much happen with stocks like this, and it's the number one top gainer at this point. I've seen more happen with stocks like this between 330 and 345. You just never know what's going to happen. And right now, if I go into finviz.com, okay, and I think I left it open before. Let me just see something real quick. If you want to take a look here, boom, that's not it. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need that. I got rid of it before. I remember when everything was getting crazy. But if you look in FinViz, what did I just do? Oh, they're open. If you look in finviz.com, you will see that it is the number one stock. Okay. And let's see, where is that? Give me a second, folks. I'm just looking for something. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at something else. Thank you guys so much. Somebody here really just reached out, and I don't want to say who it is, doesn't really matter, but somebody here just came and made a nice donation. And really, it's going to a good cause. This money is not going in my pocket. It's not going in for trading. I'm not taking it up the block to the casino to gamble with. This money is all going to a good cause. So I just want you all to know. I'm going to post it again. And thank you so much for that person. You know who you are if you're still in here. Thank you. That was it was the biggest donation so far. And it's really appreciated and greatly needed. And I know it's going to pick up the more and more we put it out there. You know, this is not just going into some people who screwed up. This was an electrical fire that happened in the kitchen when nobody was in it. Just the wire started melting, and they were put in about 2 years ago. And there is a company who might be responsible, but this could take 8 months, a year of litigation and the whole deal before we ever see a dime. And there was no insurance, so. I'm not. Anybody who can help with whatever you can help with will be greatly appreciated. And I want to thank any of you who have given me already, and you know who you are. There's a few of you in here. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I sit here all day and I just give and I give and I give. And I just learned a long time ago that you cannot keep what you have unless you give it away. And if you have knowledge, if you have money, some people have more money than others and they can help others financially. Some don't. They have other things to give, you know. I'm not a rich man. I was at one time in my 40s and through a bad divorce and going to jail for 1.5 years in my life once. I had to start my whole life over at 45 years old with nothing. And whatever I have to this day, I've done because I put my life together. And the person who hurt me back then, when I was 44 years old, they died at 43 years old. And that was my second wife. Let her rest in peace. I wish her no harm. But you know what? And look at this pullback right now. So what do we think is going to happen? We're back again, and we saw the crisscross here, all right? And this again is where I can change my lines if I want. And I'm going to do that just to show you. Sometimes DEC and all the others, they leave it all day long. All right, and I have a little bit different way of doing things, and I'm going to show you something. So I'm going to remove all these lines for right now. So let's see where we really are. And if I open this up a little bit more, and I'm going to take right now our new higher day, 790. Come on, it's very hard. 792, and I'm going to take it to this other peak right there. And there's so we have a little bit of declining trend, but here's our low here on this end here. And I'm going to take this, and you see it all matches up. So just like what happened before, we've built higher lows. We're still up there. This is still holding its gains from the day. We're still moving quietly and slowly, and yet this is such a volatile stock. What I mean by that, if we go into Yahoo Finance right now, okay, and I look and I go into statistics, this stock right now has a float of 845,000. Okay, 845,000. That's amazing. So let's put that down. And that's, you can't get more volatile than that. So we have GROV with 845.5K. That's less than, where am I? Less than 1 million shares float. And on top of that, we have, let me see where it was. Here we go. We have a stock that has an average. It didn't even have a lot of volume today. This is not a lot for a number one stock. And it had volume today. It had an average of 35. It had 35 million shares traded so far today. And that's a stock that only has 272,000 per day. So right now, we are at about 12 times average volume. Okay? Now, if we had that more volume, I've seen stocks like this with such a low float go into 200 million. We've seen stocks do 200 million. If this stock would just do more, this stock should have been a $10 stock today. With the news, I would say it's probably maybe even a phase 3 news. I don't know if anybody read the news today. Sounds like a Beatles song. I read the news today. Oh boy. I used to be able to sing. Grove collaboration. All right, that's collaboration. All right, with retailers including Kohl's. So there's a collaboration going on. All right. So we take Grove, GROV. Oh, what did I just do? And here, that's the news from it. All right. And if we go and we take a look right now, and we go into hot news. Where the heck did it go? Where the heck did it go? All right, hot news. Let's put one hot. There we go. Hot keywords. We bring that up to the chart. And let's see if we can find the word collaboration. Number 2. What does that mean? Collaboration. Let's see. Increase, awarded, success. Collaboration. This is a phase 3. That's pretty good. So it's a hot press with 3-star news. So Grove has, all right, has low float. It's got 3-star news. 3-star news. That's wrong. And it's got 12 times average volume. And this is the combination to make money. Right there. This is exactly what you look for. Low float with 3-star news with 12 times average volume makes money. You all got that? So when you say to yourself, and one of the most important things you need to say when you see a stock moving is, number 1, why is this stock moving? Okay? What is the float? And how is the volume? And if you have that combination of those 3 items, you have the winning combination to make money. So how many people here, and I didn't make 10 cents. I didn't make any money. I've been too busy either helping you or before this on the phones with the Florida adjusters that are trying to help me with my situation with the house and talking to other people and taking care of business, you know. So the question is, in your mind, whenever you see a stock moving, your first question should be, why is this moving? And if there's no news, and it's just a fast volume, that's a pump and dump. Nothing wrong with a pump and dump as long as you're not the last one in. Okay? It's like a permit scan. The people on the bottom, the people on the top make money. But once they get pushed, the people on the bottom lose. So don't be the last one in. Don't be the one on the bottom. That's what it comes down to. And there's our chart. It's moved even again. Okay? So if you look, it's not, this isn't good. This is moving the wrong way. We can remove this. And then if we go from here to here, let's say, okay? All we're doing now is, you can see we are pretty much, we are in, what do you call that? Not a chamber. We're in a, Come on, help me out. Let's start with a C. I get these brain farts. But we're in a column there where it's in between, and the price is between, okay, 770 for 780 and 740, and we're sticking right in that columns. Forget what that's called. Channel. Thank you. I don't know. I gotta write that down. I always forget that word. Something wrong with me. Channel. Thank you so much. I gotta write it somewhere where I can see it and just look up and say, channel your energies, be positive. You know, I always try to do that. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Channel your energies always to be positive. If somebody messes with you, if somebody really pushes your buttons, instead of pulling out your gun and shooting them, instead of getting crazy and yelling and screaming back at them, turn around and say, I'm so sorry I make you feel that way. And if they come at you again, say it again. I'm so sorry. I never intended to make you feel that way. And I learned that from a book called Bait of Satan by a pastor by name, I think his name is John Varad or something like that. And he's from somewhere in west coast of Florida. I just happened to read the book many years ago, and I never forgot it. It's stuck in my head. I don't let people push my buttons. I don't. And if it gets to the point where they continually push your buttons, then reach for your gun. But make that a last resort, folks. Last resort, shoot them. But until then, channel your energies. Be positive, because what you put out there will come back to you. I promise. You help somebody, something good's going to happen to you. And I really believe that's part of the energy that we flow with every day of our lives. How are we all doing? How are we doing? I love those things. I got to tell you something. They've been on all week, like all the different Star Wars movies, and I've seen them all. But every now and then, like every couple of years, I like to watch them over again. I love them. Like the princess, and she gets taken by Darth Vader, and he's got to come and get her, and blah, 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 blah. And she's the last one. Remember, everybody else is killed, and she's the princess, whatever. But I've been watching all those the last few weeks. I love it. They are classics. Definitely classics, you know? See, I'm a person that I've already skydived. So until you, and I'm also a scuba diver. I used to be, not anymore, because I have COPD, so I don't do those things anymore. But I've jumped out of a perfectly good airplane like 15 times. And until you get up there and you jump out of a perfectly good airplane at 12,500 feet, and it's just you. I never did a tandem. I jumped. I took a course and I jumped, okay? And when you're up there, and you're with God, and you're about to land, and there's a 10-foot alligator down there. I live in Florida. You better have God, because that alligator's coming for you. It almost happened one time. We used to, the first 5 jumps, they give you headset, and you have a walkie-talkie, and they talk to you, like go to the left, go to the right. Well, one day, somebody else was being told what to do, and I shouldn't have listened, because it was all bad instructions. The radios crossed, and I was getting their signals. And it put me very close to a swamp, and there was an alligator there. I'll never forget that. So every now and then I tell that story. So, we're still on that channel, right? Channel your energy. And actually, it will get a little tighter even on the way down. So you can go here from right there and then channel it down to there. But what that shows us is now we're in what you call, so if you look from here to here, okay? And I do 3 lines sometimes. And now you can see this triangle here, all right, that we're in is descending. We have a descending triangle now, okay? Where before, when we were going this way, we had, if you look from here, okay? And you need to learn. This is so important. This is really important stuff. If you go from here to here, okay, and then you go, and then you go from here, let's say to there, whatever it is. Either way, you had an ascending triangle that way, okay? So you got to remember, descending, ascending. If you have a descending, you can start shorting a stock. If you have an ascending, but right now we still do not know what's going to happen here, okay? You need to learn how to draw your charts. Charting is very, Very important. A lot of times I look at this and it's a lot of false. A lot of people don't like to draw them that way. So what they may do, because it's false, and somebody may overdid it for the second, okay? I mean, you can come from back here. You can come from here to here. It might bring your triangle in a little closer. You see how much tighter? And around here, where it's getting tighter. So if it gets slightly tighter, it could, like I told you before, it could squeeze up or squeeze down. What's going to happen? We're 332. I remember a year ago or so, 2 years before COVID, we used to trade a lot. There was so many technical and fundamental information that we worked off of that was always true. 90% of the time it would happen. And so many things have changed since COVID. So many of the rules, it's like you finally learn the rules and they change everything. And I don't think the stock's over yet. And the truth is, even in FinViz right now, we're still number one stock. So it really has a lot to do with the volume. It's all positive right now, but the volume. And the volume, if you look at the volume, and that's the problem. Look below me. You see up there? Right there below the 17,000, 18. If you look in here, this thing here, you got 19,000, 29,000. All right? You got 38,000, 63,000. Let's go back here. You have, can't see it. I can see it down here. Let's see. I gotta make this a little smaller. Okay, if I go in here, you've got 200,000. You see this? 120,000, 115, 156, 150. We're half right now. Everything's in half. So what it tells you is you need to be careful because the volume is dropping. All right? So I'd rather you see a hold back, be patient, and wait. Don't get crazy, and don't do the wrong thing because you're going to end up losing your money. There's a pullback right now, and that's okay. But that all can change with one person coming in here. And it wouldn't take a lot for somebody to turn this around from a descending triangle to an ascending triangle. Okay? And that might happen after hours. I won't be here for it. I had enough today. I've been in here since 12:53. I see my other computer's off. It says 3:34. But that's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with that thing. Did the same thing yesterday. It was off. I think what happens is I get thrown off in the middle one. You remember before I got those flap ups and it said there was a problem, wanted me to restart. So I'm going to have to play with, I don't know if any of you know that, when you first start up in Thinkorswim, when you put your name on the bottom left, there's a little circle, it's a little tool, little wheel, and you open that up and you can change your memory settings. And I fooled around with one. I'd never had that problem before, but I'm going to have to go back to what I was and see. I have to look it up. I have it written out somewhere where it tells you, I think I have it. Let me see if I can find it. It tells you for memory what to do and how to set it up. I'm looking in the file now that I have. Stock trading, company, when the 3-day rule. Let's see. The importance of what? Okay, Thursday, lower highs. Let's see. Options. Let's see. Smart MACD and RSI indicators. I have so much stuff set aside. It's amazing. Deck is one. Oh, here it is. Okay. TOS. I'm going to put this on the board for some of you who don't know, who may want to put this in there, and I'm going to need to do this later because I touched it and it's off. In here for your computers, for people who have Thinkorswim, if you have at least 512 megabytes, minimum is 25% of your total RAM. Guidelines, courtesy of Nuke. If you have 4 gigabytes of RAM, set the minimum to 512 to 1536. If you have 8 gigabytes of RAM, set the minimum to 1024 to 372. If you have 16, I have 12, so it doesn't even show me for 12. If you have 16 to 32 gigabytes of RAM, set the minimum of 4096. So mine should probably be anywhere from 1024, probably about 2050 on one end, and the other part should be around between about 1024. So you can set that when you first come into Thinkorswim, and those are what I found online, and it works. I haven't had any problem until I fooled around with it about a week ago, and that today is the first day, and it was eating up my RAM. So I'm going to go back and reset the 2 of them. So I have it saved somewhere. I'm going to put that in my thing, by the way, when I push it out. There'll be a whole section on Thinkorswim in the booklet when I write it up. I got to just get to it one Sunday. That's the best time for me to do it. And then I got to get it over to Adrian, and he's going to make it pretty and make it into some sort of an attachment where I can send it out to everybody who's a member of mine. It'll only go to people who subscribe to my what do you call it, live stream. And right now there's 335 of you, and I thank you for the support. I really do. I'm still in second place. I'm right on. I don't count Dak because this is his business. I'm right under AK-47, but he's been doing this for about 2 years longer than I have, and he's about 220 ahead of me on subscribers. But you know, he's younger blood. I know you guys like the younger blood, and that's okay. I do a little bit different than these guys do. I do the teaching. I do the live. I do live trading at time. And there it is. I told you it was coming back. I told you not to count this baby out, didn't I? Look at this. I should have been trading it. Dang. This thing has got to go. 90,000. Here we go. We're picking up the volume. It's going to go new. It's going to go a new high day again. Come on. I can't believe this. I feel like I just want to make a few dollars and take a shot at it. 330. I told you between 330 and 345. I told you. Let's see what's going to happen now. What's going to happen now? 139. There's a little pullback. Come on. 365. That's an upward shadow. Don't like that. There's a little upper shadow. But I told you if you what can happen is I'm going to change this just to show you. Let's remove the drawing there, and let's go to the 792 high there, and you can see how now it's changing. So let's take this one off, remove, and let's see. You can even go from green to green, or from here. It's going to be a little awkward, but you see, we're getting narrower, and it's changing. And as they get a new high, that'll change it from descending to an ascending. Do you see how that works? You all with me? And there GRV goes. Right now, anytime it goes under right now, you can make money on this stock. It's going to go. It's going to go. Unless we get a fake out. There was 769. 769. Come on, give me 765. Oh, there it is. 767. See, that's what I wanted, but the buy was too high. You see? You got a 4 cents, 2 cents. Getting tighter. As it gets tighter, it'll go. Who's jumping in? Come on, I'll jump in with you. There it goes. Getting too late. Too late, baby, now. It's too late. Though I really did try to make it. Something inside has died, and I can't hide it, and I just can't take it. No. No. Come on. Ooh, there's the pullback. Look at the spread now. That's usually when things take off. You got to remember, this stock has 576, something like that? 500, something like that, 1,000. It's under 1 million. Way under 1 million shares. My finger's on the button. I'm like ready to go. It's going to be too late. In and out. Yeah, I know. I know, brother. I know. We'll talk later. I know. Everyone follow. Okay, 72, 77. Wow. I'm sure, but I made it. How did you do, James? How did you do on this? You still in Tesla? You gonna hold that overnight, or you out? You're out of Tesla. I didn't see where Tesla went. Let me just see real quick. Let's see. You got in before. It was 7. It's still there. It hardly hasn't come down yet. Wow, it just went from 735 to 731. It's actually still there. 2 for 2. All right. 2 for 2. Oh, here's the pullback. Here's the pullback. Don't count it out. Look at my... Don't count it out. As you can see, okay, we're still tight in here. I got to get a better monitor for this top. I can't stand it. Okay. just want to. What do I got down here? Is that a line? That was from before. Let's remove the drawing. Let's remove this drawing. It gives us a base. Okay. From here to there. Right on the bottom. Okay. We're still there. We're not out of the picture yet. Nice. You went in with some shares. Boy, James, listen to you. Wow. We got to talk. You got to give me your secret. I hooked you up. Now you got to hook me up a little. You're doing good. No, really good for you. Good job. Good job, really. Really, that's a great job. See that, folks? And he's a newbie here. He really is. This guy is a newbie. Come on. Where am I stuck? He's a newbie. If a newbie can do this. Well, I gave you some insight. You did this on your own, but I helped you in a direction. You know, and that's it. I can only put you in a direction. This is on you. Great job. Seriously. You listen, because I give the right instructions. I give people, most of the people that I teach or show how to trade are better traders than I am. For real. I am not the big trader, but I know how to be. Here we go. Wow, what a pullback. Look at that. See? But it doesn't mean it's dead. We don't know. We got to see. Got to see. It's still in there. I mean, it looks good, but I think we have a head and shoulders. If you take a look right here, you got 1, 2, and a small head and shoulders. So you got a head and shoulders here on 1 minute. Let's take a look on 3 minute, and you still have 3 small head and shoulders. It's small. Let's see what the 5 minutes look like. This is going to give us a lot of. You're still high. Look, you're still building higher lows. Take a look at this, okay? Because that was your high before. And we're still right up there, and we've moved up to the next base. Except earlier, I think we were... No, we're good. We're good. See, what we've built higher and higher and higher. And 792. And once it gets over there, if it goes... I just can't believe that it doesn't have the volume. Because this stock could really, really go. If this was morning, if this Grove had picked up in the morning like this, it did actually. But the volume must have been a lot more in the morning. Right here you got 200,000, 1.2 million, 680,000. I'm looking at the 1.2. There was a lot more this morning. There was a lot more people here trading. There's a lot of people just came, made some money, and they left. Very nice. Wow. Holy cloly. Hold on a second. How we doing? Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Was I right? See that? Nice pullback. Nice pullback. Very nice pullback. And there it goes. This thing's not done, folks. Boy. You see, but most people, they don't know what's on the mind of that person who's controlling the stock. And there is somebody who's a market mover in here who's manipulating this stock, and very easily so, because he's not doing it with a lot of shares. If right here you got 130,000, another 140,000. So in the last two, I'm looking at the computer. Let's go back to 1 minute. You see this? 130. Let's see, that one there is 37,000. What was I on the other one? Why did it show me so much more? 176 and 30 is 200,000 shares right there. That was weird. I was looking at another computer and it showed me differently. Let's see, right there was, oh yeah, 37. I was right. Okay. So you have about 200,000, and now you have right there, this one here, you got 200, 225. So about 200 and something thousand shares to move this thing like it's moving right now. And it's moving. It's going to go for it. I see a new high today. What do you guys think? We're not going to vote on it, but I think in and out 3 different times the last 30 minutes. Good for you, James. You took every one of those pullbacks is what you're supposed to do. See, if I got in right now, I know it's going to go up, but I'd be chasing it. And I don't want to. Look at that. If I'd done that, look what just happened. Whoa. And that's the fear that I have, okay? Look at that. 200,000. I told you that was the magic number. 224,000. I just mentioned it. That's how many just went out. There you go. Oh my gosh, I called it. Now you know why and how important it is. I'm sorry, I'm just going to get my cat a treat. Now you know why and how it's important to watch the volume, to know how a stock is being manipulated. I just showed you I counted it in front of you. I went 1, 2, 3, 224,000, and then look at this. 245, and there was another 24 right there. 37, 75 was 100 and something, 137, 237, 270, and here we go. What is it? 245. So it shows you why it's important to watch the volume, and that's why sometimes you don't want to get in. And that's why I said to you before, even when it was at 775, I said I think it's going to go up, but I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to lose my money and throw it away. You just don't want to do that. You got to be careful, especially at the end of the day like this. I told you it was good between 330 and 345, and that's exactly what it did. It's exactly right here, right here. Here is your 329. Here is 330, right there where my line is. 330. It was good. Came back down. Up here, 345. There it is. Right there, 345. You were good, and bam. I was perfect on the timing that you could, and you don't buy in the middle. So when it dropped, like John did, I think James did, he bought it, took it up, got out, went down, he bought it again, went up, he got out. You don't chase him. You don't chase him. And that's what can happen. It takes one person who's playing with you to market order out on 200,000 shares and ruin your day. Oh, I'm going to go for it this time. 1,000 shares. It just went down 40 cents. You lost a quick $400. Wow. I called that. And that changes everything. That changes everything. Because now, let's see. Now, if I take off my drawing again, remove, and I do it all day long. This is how I draw. This is what I do to see what happens. And this changes my channel. So I either have this, I'm in a channel again. I'm still in the channel. This guy could have gone from here down to here. He could have gone down as low as $6.97, right above $7, $7.10, somewhere above the VWAP. Okay? So right now, we're still good. We are bullish because we're above, but we're bearish now because we're below the 13. You see the 13? Now, some people use the 9, okay? Now, let's see. I think it's got to be real close. Or the 8. They use the 8. So, how many subs do you need to get paid? How many subs? What does that mean? How many subs? Are you talking about Sparta subs? What subs are you talking about? How many subs do you need to get paid? Oh, subscribers. No, I don't. Nothing to do with that. It has to do not with the amount of subscribers, how many viewers per day and how many hours. So right now, if I go in and I open up another Tradecaster, it shows that for me, okay, I go into my thing and it says my earnings. Let's see. Streaming statistics. I did so far July 10,600 minutes. May, I don't even know what June is, and I did June. It shows I did 30,000 minutes in May 21. But these other, I did 48,000 minutes in March, you know, and it tells me how many viewers I have on average. So the more viewers, the more time you get paid. But I haven't been paid for any of it, so I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that. I don't really care. I don't do it for that. I didn't do it for the money. I did it to help people because that's who I am. You know, I live my life like a Christian should live their lives, and I try to help people. And then it comes down that I need a little help. You see what happens. But you know what? Some people are coming through. Some people come through with a little bit more. There are people in here that I really felt would do a lot more than they did because I know the kind of monies that they're making and they did the least. And then there are people who actually I don't even know and they came through with $100 and I go I go like, wow, I'm in awe to them. But you know what? I'm in awe to all the people that are there to help me. And the truth is, you know what? It is what it is. Wow, and look at this stock. It wants to come back. I know it wants to come back. Let's see. Oh, I didn't bring my thing back up. Hold on. Okay. I was watching something else. I'm in awe. I am. Listen, I'm always here. I'm not here for the money. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you become a better trader. And I hope if there's things that you learn and you know, that you'll come and share with the group. I think the problem is we're not getting enough participation with the viewers that are in here giving back, because people who are new here don't believe that they have anything to give, and they're really wrong, because everybody learns something and learns something different, and I'd rather see foolish questions go on the board. It's better that you ask them, get them out of the way, and learn what you're afraid to ask, because if you don't, you're never going to become a great trader. Okay, you'll become a mediocre trader. And the only reason I'm not a big trader and I have the money in my accounts to do this, okay, well, I had the money. I had to take some out. I had to take $15,000 out of the account just for a cleanup, just for a company to clean up the house. I don't know if any of you have seen what's going on, you know. It's just totally amazing. Just one of the, let's see. Let's see if I can just show you one of the pictures. Let's see. I don't know if I can get it up here. Let's see, Jason's house. What did I do with it? It's in here somewhere. God, I just have so much going on. I don't know where anything is anymore. Here's construction company. Here it is. I got it. Let's see. I don't want to lose the picture. Let me just see something. Come on. Can't open. Something's wrong. My computer. Things aren't opening. I'm probably going to have to reboot my computer before I can even show you. Yeah, it won't open. Nothing's opening. Unbelievable. Nothing's opening. Oh, there it is. Holy cow. I can't believe they went up there. You see that? Wow. I didn't know it was doing that. You see, there's the kitchen. Oh, the pictures I hit came into a thing. Excellent. I didn't know you could do that. That is amazing. That's inside the kitchen. If I can get that other picture back. The one that, let's see. Where's the main one? I know. You can't even imagine. I don't know what I just did or how I got those pictures in there. That was so weird. I can't change. Oh, here. Okay, look at this. This is the kitchen. This is just the kitchen. This is where it started. It started right above the hood here. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but it started above the hood. It melted. If you look at the refrigerator, that's one of the counters from the fire department, and that's in the living room. They were opening the walls. Luckily, I got a brand new roof, brand new, 3 years old. It did not hit the roof. There's a vent out here, and it pulled towards the vent, and that's as far as it went. But the heat was so hot. This all has to come out. All this has to be pulled out because of the smell. And all the electrical, this is illegal. See this? See how the wiring is in here? The guy told me that like some of the wire was supposed to be 6 gauge. It's 12. That was what was in there, and that's how it started. This is like above the vents, and where's the one with the refrigerator? That's looking down the hallway. That's in the house already. Look at the walls. These were all brand new painted walls. Look at this. That's another room that had stuff stored in it. Another one. Forget that. I can't find the one with. There it is. Look at the refrigerator. The refrigerator door. It melted. It got so hot it fell right off. That's freaking amazing. Now you people got to see a little bit of really. That's only one room. Okay. I gotta get rid of. I can't look at this. I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick. So you could see. Just that room alone is going to cost $35,000 easy just to put back together. And now you got the rest of the house, you know, with you got the rest of the house So when I asked for help for people, and there was no insurance. In Florida, one of the biggest companies, which was Citizen, dropped all policies. And my son didn't realize that, and he did not renew or look for another company. Oh, forget about the rookie electrician. It's a guy who's been doing work in the house for the last 2.5 years. We're going after him. And he put the hood. And when the marshal called me, the fire marshal, I spoke to him on the phone, he said to me there was a hood. That's where the fire started. Somebody put a hood in there, and they put 12 gauge wire, and it should have been 6. They took the old hood out, put a new hood in that's different and drew more amperage, exactly, your 50 amp oven and 20 amp wire. And it got so hot over time that the wire just started to burn, and that's how it got so hot it went on fire and it spread. Luckily, the fire didn't spread to the rest of the house because we could have lost the whole house. So right now I'm figuring there's at least 75,000. There could be more. I mean, every room has to be pulled apart. Everything's got to be cleaned. Your clothes, everything, and listen, 6 animals were on a bed in the back bedroom, and they were killed by the smoke. So sad, so sad. What can I tell you? So when I say to you guys, I need help, you know what? This is killing me. It's breaking my account. If you can help, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to put it up one more time for any of you who feel like now you've seen it for real. This happened, by the way, Friday night. This just happened 1 week ago tomorrow. That's how long. That's what happened. Yeah, I know. They're family. Listen, my cat is sitting right behind me. My cat right now. I don't know if you can see her. Let's see. There's my baby. Just hold on. The picture will change in a second. There's my cat. She's sitting right behind me. She sleeps with me. This is my girl, right? That's right. That's my baby. That's my girl. Her sister died in the fire. My son had the other one. Okay? And this is my little girl. This is my girl. She sleeps with me by my head. Anyway, folks, the bell's about to ring. I can't believe it. Thank you. We got through some time together today. It's been fun. I'm so glad that we spent this time together. I hope you guys learned something. I went over the options. I'm going to go over some more next time. Maybe next week I will do an actual option buy with you so you can see it happening. And right now we got 10 seconds to the bell. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed, please, when you get out of here, go up to the top of the lobby and subscribe. And that's it. I'm not doing after hours today, but I will watch for a few minutes, and I'll leave this on with this particular. I'm going to leave this on so you can see the chart. All right. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my lines off of because they're going to change. I think. Well, right now we're let's see. Right now I didn't put a bottom line in there anyway. Oh yeah, it's right there. Let's remove the drawing for that. It's going to change anyway after hours. Right now we're right there. Okay, right there. And if you look, we can take this last one. There was your channel from before. And it's still going. I can't say goodbye. Let's see if you go from here to here. And there's your downward climb. Let's see what happens. We'll, over the next, 10, 15 minutes, we'll see. All right, folks. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, put them on the board. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I actually have a doctor's appointment, so I'm leaving here at about, it's 11:15 Boca Raton. I got to leave here at about 11:45. I'll be out of here, so I'll miss the day. And I'll be back here Monday, and then, of course, on Tuesday, I'll be live again. So don't forget to join. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I can't believe it. Somebody just unsubscribed. I had 334. They keep doing this to me every day. I finally got 334 and somebody unsubscribed. Why would they do that? People don't realize that they're already subscribed, so they unsubscribe. So please go make that number. I hate odd numbers. It's like half the devil. Make it 334 and go somebody subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you haven't already. Unbelievable. Oh, 335. That one says 335. I wonder what it is. 335. 335. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's weird. In this one, it says one of these computers is not working properly. All right, guys. Let's see. agree. Thank you, James. We'll talk. All right? I'm going to close the mic, and guys, have a good day. I don't do bangarang, and I don't do, yo, 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 yo. I don't do that stuff. That's so good. I'll tell you something. Anyone else check? This is disgusting. Robert Phillips. Amazing. $22.50. 22.50. How many hours? Over there. Now I got the time. Now I need something. You want to know something? You know, I gotta tell you something. Tempted to send you back your $10. Do you remember when we first met? Do you remember how we? Mindy donated. John, it was incredible. John Graham. I don't know who you are. Mainly trades. Mainly trades. Wow. Do you remember how much time we spent together? You know, when I first met you, just said something, but I want you to know something. I have known you for how long? I have strangers in here. $50 and people. You know what's disgusting? You did $30,000, the best month you've ever had. And when you first came, the first week that I met you, I must have given you 3, 4 hours of my time, day after day after day, helping you and teaching you for nothing. And what's pitiful is that I thank the fact that you gave me something, but I'd rather you gave me nothing or waited till you had it to give. But the truth is, you have it to give. Can I ask you a question? Do you remember when we first met and I called you up in your place in California? How many hours I spent on the phone with you? I've known you now, what, year and a half, 2 years, year and a half. I've helped you how many times in the beginning? And now I need a little help when you come up with $10 on a month that you've had the best month that you've ever had. You couldn't even give a gift of $50 to a guy who's helped you. You know how pathetic that is to me? I just want you to know how I feel. If I could find a way to bring the $10 back to you, since you need it so much, I would. Burns me up. Okay, I'll do the construction here. Twelve, 1262. 126902. Fuck. Won't tell me. 13, 15 times 0.98. 13, 15 times point. Times 300. Never raised the dime. How much have you raised? There's very few people in here that I could say that I spent more than 3 hours on the phone with, but you're one of them. So only give me $10 at a time of need like this, when this has been the best month you've ever had, and you couldn't even give me a $50 bill to help out. It's like I want to think about how do I get that $10 back to you. That's how I feel. Everything I've done and all that we've had between us means so little to you that you can't even value a friendship. For all the times that we spoke. What does it say? says how much. Guys, I spent the most amount of time over a year ago. Maybe even stealing money. And had over 30,000 dollars. 30,000. I can't say anything. 3 hours on the phone with him. He was so freaking slow. The guy has the best month he's ever had. $20,000 this month. And then the guy I never met before when he trades today. And you know what he says to me? Oh, did you do it? So greatly appreciate it. Sent me the most. $250. Hey, baby girl. I hear you. I didn't forget you. You Trader J. Most. The guy I helped couldn't trade. I spent hours on the phone. Hours on the phone. Has his best month. Has his best month. Over 30,000. Over 30K. G. Galante sends me $10. Sends me $10. Another guy. I don't even know him. I don't know who he is. Sends me a note. Sends me a text. He sent the most. He wrote, thank you so much for all that you do, man. It's so greatly appreciated by me and so many others. I'm at work now and have been wanting to thank you. A guy I don't even know, trader. He sent me the most, $250. His name is John Gray. I want to cry, and I'm so angry at the same time. Sincere. I just want to cry how sincere some people are, and others I just want to scream who I have given so much. You're so fucking cheap. Fucking cheap. How sincere some people are, and others I just want to scream who I've given so much and are so fucking all about themselves. I'm not talking about you. I know you're busy and I know you're good. And this has nothing to do with you. I'm just venting. today. Thank you so much for all that you do, man. It is so greatly appreciated by me and so many others. I'm at work now and I have been wanting to thank you. A, a guy I don't even know, Trader J, he sent me the most, $250. His name is John Graham. Today, a guy I helped over a year ago couldn't trade. I spent hours on the phone and helped him more than most people. Has his best month over 30K, G Calante, and sends me $10. Another guy today, I don't know who he is, sends me a text today. Most, 250, read what he wrote. I want to cry how sincere some people are, and others I just want to scream who I gave, who I have given so much, and are so fucking all about themselves. And this has nothing to do with you, I'm just venting. You don't owe me anything. You don't. I don't believe you fucking